Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Hollywood After Dark 214 edition. That's right, it's Valentine's Day, and if you ain't knee-deep in the hoopla, you're here wanting to talk about all the latest, greatest movie-going news of the day. Today we're going to be laughing at the sell Snouterverse to Netflix hashtag, because it was, my friends, an unmitigated effing disaster of epic proportions. Let's fucking go! Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to the party. Welcome to the show. I hope everyone out there is having themselves a grand, a great, and amazing Valentine's Day. It's been a day filled with laughter, filled with shocks, filled with oohs and ahs, and oh my god, I wasn't expecting that. And on some other internet shit, a fair amount of schadenfreude. So I don't know about you guys. I'm having myself a hell of a day. Usually I'm not a big fan of Valentine's Day, kind of a bah humbuggy kind of guy. But last night, the reason why I took it off, I just wasn't feeling the greatest, needed a bit of a downtime. I did sit down and I watched Plane, which will be up on Patio Commentary here in the next few days. Right now, what we have got is the upcoming episode, or the episode's already up right now for Megan. I just posted a link to Patio Commentary in the video chat. If you guys want to support the channel and help the podcast grow, that's up right now. And then coming tomorrow is the episode on the 1981 Canadian slasher classic, My Bloody Valentine. Man, that's going to be a lot of fun to dive into. That episode will be up tomorrow. And one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to keep to my schedule with the older movies and then also run through contemporary films. I worked on the script for Plane. That's done. I just need to record that. I have the script for Puss in Boots. That's done. I just need to record that. And then even today, I put together like 90% of the script for Infinity Pool, which I have to watch and then record, which is going to be a little wild because Infinity Pool is a very dark and deep and twisted movie. So my God, you guys, it's going to be a lot of fun diving into those. But that is the plan going forward for right now with Hollywood After Dark. So I hope everyone out there checks it the hell out. Ryan here is excited. Yes. Ryan's been waiting for the My Bloody Valentine episode. Blue Jay here for 2. Thank you. It says Patio Commentary on Freddy Got Fingered. My God. No, I don't know, man. We'll talk about that down the road. You can always become a patron. Patreon.com/Matt Jarbo and get in on that action. There's tiers for that. And if I'm feeling really, really, really generous, I might do it just because I like you. Daddy, would you like some sausages? No. I do not like Freddy Got Fingered. But then again, I saw it 20 years ago. I've only seen it one time. I didn't care for it then. I might care for it now. I'm not too sure. So in regards to the Snyder Bro stuff, we will get to that. I did put the link for Saggy to come join. I'm waiting to see if she is going to join me on this. She says she wanted to, but there are a couple other things to get to first. One of which actually, to me, very much is crazy, considering the fact that what we're looking at here is just an odd thing in my opinion. And that is that Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania is not doing well on Rotten Tomato scores. Now, right now, it's currently sitting at a 55%. This is from 4 p.m. Let me actually just look this up here. Rotten Tomatoes Quantumania. I should have actually had the extra. It's actually, no, it's not doing much better. In fact, right now, according to this, it's at 134 reviews and 53%. I thought it was going to go up to at least 60. I thought it was going to go up to at least 60% to become fresh. This, my friends, is definitely an issue, something that is going to need to be really kind of looked at in regards to how Marvel is going forward on these things. And, I don't know. Wanda here asking, will this affect the box office, you think? I'm not too sure if it will. I'm not too sure if it will. And one of the reasons why I say that is because there was this one earlier from Discussing Film, where they say that there's a report says that the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania is looking to track 280 million worldwide in its opening weekend, which is really good, considering the fact that the last two movies have both kind of like tapered off in the 500 million. So, I think the first one was like 515 million, and the second one really wasn't like much more, even though it did kind of have that post-Infinity War bump. The thing is, I love Ant-Man. All right. Like I love Ant-Man. I love Paul Rudd in the role. I love Michael Douglas. Evangeline Lilly, I'm kind of hit or miss with. I do like these movies, but I do feel that they are largely just filler. That's my biggest complaint, is that these movies largely come across as filler. And again, looking at Ant-Man and the Wasp, it was like $150 million movie to set up the freaking quantum realm in order to make Endgame work, which it did, because Endgame went on to do goddamn near $3 billion. So, I mean, the movie paid off on that particular front, and this is now establishing Kang, more of the quantum realm. You're going to get MODOK. There's a lot of other things in this movie, but I don't know how it is. I'm not too sure how it's going to be. This is one where I am seeing this Thursday afternoon. I've already got my tickets, so I'm going to be going to see it Thursday afternoon. I will do my right out of the theater reaction, and then I'm debating if I should just put together a Podio commentary script and then just do a Podio commentary episode on this one. So we'll see how that goes, because I'm toying with a couple ideas. One of them is for like kind of a before you watch sort of thing, a primer, which could be kind of a pre-Podio commentary, like the production side without the review, to give you guys some thoughts and opinions and stuff. Or I might just do a quick little 5-minute one and then also do a longer form, so people can get my quick thoughts and then get my full, whatever you guys, let me know what you guys think about that one there. But H Bart's here did drop a $2 super. Thank you, buddy. Says we need more adult Marvel. We do. We absolutely do need more adult Marvel, but I kind of agree with Ralph's double tits here. The Flash is going to probably be the best comic book movie of the year. And I say that not because I'm against anything Marvel's doing. I am not in any way against what Marvel is up to. I love Marvel. I'm down with Marvel. I think the big thing, as weird as it is to say, is like nothing I've seen coming out of Marvel for 2023. Ant-Man, Guardians, I don't even know what else is coming out after the fact. What else is coming out this year? Oh, the Marvels, which we've seen nothing about. And Loki I want to see. But like this, just the whole thing from the Flash trailer of that whole, I'm Batman, that got me. Like that literally came in and just that got me going. And so I don't know if I just have Marvel apathy. I don't believe that Marvel fatigue is necessarily a thing. I don't believe that it's a thing. I think for me, where I'm at right now, just because of where I'm at in my personal life, because again, I've been doing a lot of it is influenced by Podio commentary. To be honest with you, a lot of it's influenced by Podio commentary. A big reason why that is because I'm just loving diving into these smaller movies, these movies I've forgotten about, movies I maybe haven't seen. I was sitting there watching Plane last night, and I'm like, Plane doesn't reinvent the wheel, literally at all, period. Like the vast majority of it, you can pretty much go, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. But the whole time I'm watching the movie, I'm thoroughly entertained. I've usually got a pretty decent smile on my face. There was a couple times in the movie where I did have a huge smile on my face, especially like the end. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about with the bad guy. And other than that, I really enjoyed my time with the film. And I just really enjoyed researching it and diving into it. And I'm looking forward to diving into Infinity Pool, which is a completely different kind of film. And My Bloody Valentine was a fun 1980s Canadian slasher film to dive into, even if I had, I was laughing at the dialogue and the accents more often than not, but I still really enjoyed the movie. I love Marvel. I love what it sets up, but I feel like I'm not in a rush to have to watch it. Like I can watch these things at home and not worry about it. I think the last Marvel movie that I saw more than once was Endgame. I really think that was the case. I think Endgame was the last Marvel movie I saw more than once. I haven't watched Black Widow a second time, or Shang-Chi, or even Spider-Man No Way Home. I haven't watched, no. I watched Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness a couple times. I did. But like, I haven't seen Eternals, like I said. I tried rewatching Thor Love and Thunder. I got kind of bored with it and turned it off. Also, by the way, I've been trying to watch Velma, not for hate reasons. I'm hoping that I find something really good in Velma. I can't make it more than 10 minutes into the episode without getting bored. Like, literally, I was watching it last night and I got 10 minutes into a new episode, to like episode 5. And I'm just like, no, I'm good. I'm going to go to bed. Like, I would rather go to sleep than watch that show. That's where we are right now. Let's see. Command Unit here says Elon Musk retweeted this 40K parody video and Alex Jones apparently watched it on a show. Oh, we'll definitely take a look at that. That is going to be interesting towards the end. Thank you very much for that, Command Unit. HBart's here for 5 says, I love the MCU, but Flash looks better because it feels different. Yeah, it does. It does feel different. It does feel different. It's crazy. Like, and it's not to say that Marvel's bad or they don't do good content. No, they do. But it's also kind of like when you're given something so often, there doesn't become much of a, like, there's no scarcity with it, right? There's no scarcity. So it's like, you know, it used to be an event. Now it's kind of like, I don't want to say an obligation because I think that's going way too far, but the specialness of it is kind of like gone away a little bit, if that makes any sense, you know? And it's not like to say that it's bad. There's some really good shit there, but I don't know. I'm in a different place right now. Not to say that I won't find that over the moon joy again, because I'm sure I will. You know, you give me a Howard the Duck project and I'm going to be happier than a pig in shit. But really, I think for me, a lot of it is just like, there's so many other things to watch that are different, that are smaller, and that are cool. And I want to dive into those things. And that's just where I'm at with this. Garrick here for 5, thank you, says, I think we're just hungry for something different than from what Marvel offers. DC can be that. They just need to offer something better than Black Adam. And here's the thing with that, Garrick, you're not wrong. Black Adam could have actually been like super freaking like good if they just would have like tried with it a bit more, if that makes sense. You know, like if they just would have tried a little bit more to tell us something that was like coherent and it felt like it lived up to something rather than just placating The Rock's ego, which is kind of what the movie was, unfortunately. You know, again, not to say that it's bad, right? Not to say that it's bad. It was just kind of like largely uninteresting, I think is the best way to describe it there. But you're right. But here's the problem though. Is James Gunn going to bring something different, or is James Gunn just going to bring more Marvel to DC? We're going to have to wait and see. We're going to have to wait and see on that one there. Also, Ryan here for 5, thank you, buddy, very much. It says, in honor of St. Valentine's Day, here is this short called In a Heartbeat. It's 4 minutes long. Okay, yeah. Message that to me on Discord. We'll take a look at that towards the end. Here's the thing, Skipios, is HBarts is at work right now, or else I think he totally would. So he totally would otherwise, because HBarts has a standing invitation to come on anytime he wants. Moisture for 5, thank you. Says, a few years ago, you said you're more interested in what Sony's doing with their Marvel Universe. Do you still stand by that? Yes, I do. Yes, I did say I was more interested in what Sony was doing with their Marvel Universe. And I stand by that because Sony has to take risks, right? Sony has to take risks. They have to be interesting. They have to give us some kind of alternative, something that's going to feel the same, but offer something different, because it has to be different, but they still have to take risks. Like Morbius was a risk. It was. And you know what? I didn't hate Morbius. It wasn't like the best movie I've ever seen, but you know, it was largely enjoyable for what it was. The post-credit scene still makes absolutely no sense, and that was very much tacked on and very stupid. But other than that, I enjoyed my time. I like Venom 1. I do. I enjoy Venom 1 for all of its pluses and minuses. Venom 2 needed to be like 20 minutes longer, actually give us a reason to fear Carnage as a villain, and then also be R-rated because it's fucking Carnage, and they still chose to not do that. So largely, Venom was just a way to kind of, you know, tease Spider-Man, you know, the crossover, which then they took away from us 2 months later. So it's kind of like, that was a little bit weird. Madam Web and Kraven should be interesting. But I'm always going to go and look at what they're doing with definite curiosity, because I feel like with Avi Arad, we came to expect trash. and we sadly got it. But now Avi Arad is like not as involved anymore, or he's out of the picture, I think. So it could be a little bit on the different side. So with any luck, there's going to be that. Tony here asking, have you heard that the HBO Max Discovery merger isn't happening after all? Well, what I heard is that they're still merging Discovery Plus into HBO Max, but they're also keeping Discovery Plus as its own platform, which just tells me that like if they do sell it, Discovery will not be part of that sale. It will be Warner Brothers assets. That will be about it. H-Bar's here for 5. Thank you very much. Says, I heard The Rock wants to join Pirates of the Caribbean. If true, fucking stop trying to ruin franchises. I don't think he does, dude. I don't think he will. I don't think he's going to at all because, no, I don't know. He's got to stop. He's got to stop. That's crazy. That's crazy. Silla's coping on a stream. Oh, I'm sure. Oh no, I tuned in for a little while and they absolutely were coping. And we're going to talk all about how the whole thing's a failure. I'm just waiting for Saggy to get here if she's going to come in. If not, we'll move on to some other topics real quick. John Smith's Basement says, I saw your friend Actual Fandom debate Sitch and Adam on Woke Media tonight. Would you also debate with them? I can see you doing pretty well on that one considering your film knowledge. Yeah, I know Adam and Sitch. I've met Adam friended in person, I think a couple times at VidCon. I know specifically 2017. I don't remember if it was 2018 if he was there, but I know I've met him. So yeah, no, I would absolutely talk to them about it if they want to debate me on these subjects. But the thing is I debate a lot harder than I did many years ago. So yeah, it'd be fun. I'd be down for that. I don't have anything against those guys. Blue Jay for a 5. Thank you. I think Zaslav should make Warner Animation Group its own vertical similar to Gunn and Safran. That is a very, very good idea. You're absolutely right. It should. Warner Animation Group should absolutely be its own vertical. And get the F out of let it do its own thing. Because Warner Animation is not bad. They do some pretty good stuff. What I want to see happen is I want to see them put more money and more effort into the DC films to really up the animation game. Because when those DC films can bring a solid animation to back up their largely well-written, well-acted screenplays, it's such a good experience. But then you get some stuff like Deathstroke Knights and Dragons, which feels like it's kind of everywhere on that front. So yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree with you on that one. Let's do it. And then we got Jess for 5. Thank you. Saying here, I believe that the streaming wars diluted the movie theater experience. Not many people are hyped to go to the movies since 2 months later it's on stream. Well, okay. So to that, I can actually say this. When it comes to the concept of the theater going experience, just experiences in general, people will always pay to justify going to those experiences. People always like them. They definitely want to go. And if that's the case, then, people will, but they have to have a reason at the same time, right? So it has to be something that's worthwhile. Avatar did really well because Avatar was able to provide something new. Marvel, there's not a lot of reason to go back and watch it again. You know what I mean? Like Black Panther Wakanda Forever was 100% a one-time watch. I don't see any reason to go back to that movie. Shang-Chi, I could absolutely go back to. Black Widow, I could go back to. I do need to watch Eternals. I do want to give Thor Love and Thunder another go. Just because I did like it overall, but there's just elements of it that I just need to kind of get past. But I think people out there needs to be the communal reason to go to the theaters. It's not so much that streaming has really ruined it. It's a lot of it is also the pandemic. And that is a big factor. Never mind a recession, inflation costs. People will justify it if there's a reason to justify it. Avatar was a reason to justify it. Marvel, not so much right now, which is what I think they're going to be getting back to. We'll take a look here at the article about that here in a second as we wait for Saggy. But we got Command Unit here for 5. Thank you. Says Major Grom Playing Doctor is not only the rare indie superhero film, not a parody of the concept like most indie soup films. I rated a 10 out of 10. Yes, I know you are a huge fan of Major Grom. It's still on there. I believe it's still on Netflix. So we will, we'll have to watch that one night. Is Super Pets 2 canceled? Oh, hell if I know. I don't know. If they get the money, sure. They can do it probably. H-Bart's here for 5. Thank you. Says Spielberg told Tom Cruise he saved movie theaters, so I guess Cameron or the MCU didn't. LOL. Love Maverick, by the way. Watch it. Yeah, one of the things I want to do is, hold on, when is the Oscars? 2023. The Oscars are March 12th. Fuck. So they're a month. 28 days from today. So a month from Sunday. Okay, so what I need to do at that point is I have a month to watch all the Best Picture nominees and then do audio commentary episodes on those. A couple reasons. One, it gives me content. Two, people are going to be talking about it, so we can go from there. But yeah, I do need to watch Maverick, definitely. How many new DC projects do I think will be adult? Not many. Not many. I think a couple, right? I think a couple. But there's that. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get too many of there. Spider-Man Gaming here says Mahler did a 6-hour video on Doctor Strange 2. He really did. And I the only part on there that I saw that cracked me the hell up was like the fact that he lost his shit over the lights being reversed in the other universe, right? Like how red was go and green was stop, and it just confused him. And that was like the easiest thing that they could have done, right? I know, it's really funny. Those guys are crazy as all hell. All right, Moisture for 5 says, all this Marvel fatigue will fade away when Deadpool 3 comes out. Yeah, sure, in 2026 or 2025 or whenever the hell Deadpool 3 is coming. 2025, right? So 2 years. 2 years. But yeah, you're right. I can't wait for Deadpool. That's going to be big. The Wolverine returning is going to be pretty big. So, all right, let's see here. Saggy will be here in a few minutes. So why don't we dive really quickly into this article here? Kevin Feige, oddly enough today, on the day of the Ant-Man reviews that are coming out and kind of not being very great, Feige goes into, there's this article that's popping up in Entertainment Weekly from Devin Coogan, talking here. Kevin Feige opens up about the Phase 5, Kang, and the future of the MCU. So we're going to read, how long is it? I haven't even looked to see how long this thing is yet. It's long. We'll go through a few. I'll try to find the good shit here. So question. All right. So let's start with Ant-Man. Why was Quantumania the right film to kick off Phase 5 and introduce Kang the Conqueror? Feige here says, we wanted to kick off Phase 5 with the team of heroes that you already know. We knew that if we were going to do another Ant-Man film, it was always the idea to spend the majority of time in the quantum realm, this place you've heard about in various movies and seen glimpses of. We wanted to actually explore it. When we were making the earlier films, we saw the visuals of the quantum realm, like, see that back there? That's a city. That over there, that's a whole civilization. We were hoping that one day we could explore more of that. For years, we've always had the inkling that Kang would be an amazing follow-up to Thanos. He's got that equal stature in the comics, but he's completely different villain. Mainly that's because he's multiple villains. So he's unique from Thanos, which we really liked. In the early days of Quantumania test audiences, Jonathan started to pop in a big way. He's the highest testing villain we've ever had in any of our friends and family screenings. You have to love that. So the early days of the test audiences, friends and family. Going to say, that's really saying something with this movie, with a movie like this. Even early on, without the effects, Jonathan is his own effect. He was working from the start. So we really, it was big relief. And when the season ender of Loki season 1 happened, people really seemed to be on board for Kang. People are chanting Kang when Jonathan goes on talk shows, and they haven't even seen him in the movie yet. And that's like the fun part about it is like, yeah, Jonathan Majors kicks serious ass. All right, Saggy, what's going on?
Yo, what's poppin'? Hello.
Hello. Yeah, we're just going through this EW article real quick, talking a bit about what's going to be happening with Marvel going into Phase 5 and stuff. Just kind of look here. He says here, coming up on 23 years at Marvel, that's a long time. It's not quite half my life, but it's almost half my life. Many of us have been together for a decade or more, and we only do it because we are so excited and in love with the potential for what we can do ahead. The storylines that weave through Phase 5 and Phase 6 into Secret Wars, and the opportunities that the multiverse brings storytelling-wise, is a whole new aspect to the MCU. Which is, it's very true. But then you talk here about Disney Plus shows. He says, I hope we learned something on every project. I was very pleased with everything that we did. Kamala Khan, for instance, is a great new character. I'm very proud of the Miss Marvel show. I also know, and this is a spoiler, she essentially steals the Marvels, which is coming out July 28th. It makes me excited that people will, I hope, see that movie and then go back and revisit those shows on Disney Plus. The fun thing about streaming is that they are there forever. People can keep re-exploring them. Moon Knight, same thing. I think there's a future for that character as we move forward. They talk here about the thing. Okay. I'm just trying to see. There's something I saw in here about like, you know, it was, oh God, what was it? It was like, they're talking about like slowing down Disney Plus shows, right? Here, I think here we go. It says, you talked about embracing television and how that was new territory. What are some of the biggest adjustments? I think the learnings have been great. You are rewarded creatively by the audience going to unexpected places. We always knew that to a certain extent, but it's fun to see. We want to do shows that can only be shows. I want to continue to make them even more episodic, which may seem counterintuitive, but I do think there's something fun about leaning back, watching an episode that is relatively self-contained. Lost was an incredibly influential show because it energized this, because it was a serialized story, which was not seen in television much. Now it's been how long? 20 years? Since then, almost everything has become like that. So now I think you're seeing this just not with our shows, but like many others. You're starting to see the fun of a self-contained episodic story week to week. We're going to experiment with that. I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. All right. The mutants here. So he talks about the mutants a little bit. He says, I think we've used that word once before. Kamala talks about genetic mutation, and Namor refers to himself as a mutant amongst his own people. A mutant is a real genetic term, not a comic book term, or just one. But part of the fun is that I've been at this company for half my life, and we're now just tapping into arguably one of the biggest aspects of the publishing history. Is pretty remarkable, and it's a testament to the house of ideas and what Marvel Publishing has done these 80 years. The question is how to do it and when to do it, and that's something we've been working on for years. Now we know, but we're not going to talk about it. Oh, that's awesome. That's great. Are you excited for that, for bringing the X-Men in, Saggy?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
It's been so long, and I'm kind of just like, I don't know how I feel. I guess we'll see. I mean, it was nice to see Sir Patrick Stewart make a cameo, but I'm like, they're going to have to redo all the mutants, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, they're going to redo everybody. I mean, if they bring back him again for Deadpool 3, I don't know what's going to happen here. Oh, fucking Christ. Hold on. Todd Fair for $100.
Damn.
Jarbo, I know you think that you shouldn't do karaoke streams all the time, and it can take a stream off topic, but I believe if you research Piano Man by Billy Joel, you could sing that song on every stream you do and double your viewers. I will sing it for you, Todd, but I need to listen to it a few times because I don't know the song, right? I just know like something Piano Man. It's about all I know, right?
That's $100, bitch. You better learn those lyrics.
I will. I can learn. I can sing you like Weird Al songs. Maybe, I was doing like the White Stuff earlier today for my kid. The song The White Stuff, right? Weird Al, The White. Okay. Oh my God, you're goddamn near 40. NKOTB.
I haven't heard that one. I've heard a lot of Weird Al songs.
The Right Stuff, right? Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh, the
right.
White Stuff.
The White Stuff, yeah. Oh, Oreo. What's in the middle? The white stuff. Either it's a euphemism or it's about a cookie.
It's about a cookie.
Right? Like.
You're awful.
What's in the middle? The white stuff. Anyway, I will learn.
Pray for you.
I will learn Piano Man. God damn it, Todd. Thank you, Todd. Really, no, thank you. But still, God damn it. God damn
for $100, would you at least show Todd a big toe? You friggin' cheap.
I don't have to rely on having a Bronley fans. Okay. I don't have to worry about that. I don't have a Bronley fan.
I would not only sing Piano Man, but I'd play it. I'd learn how to play Piano Man and sing it while playing it naked for $100 for Todd.
That is okay. For one, that's very much underselling that specific experience. I don't mean you specifically. I just mean in general. Like if you're like, I'll get up there, dude, for $100 and learn how to. Have you ever tried playing piano?
I actually was taught how to play piano by my grandmother a long time ago.
Do you remember how to play piano?
I remember how to play one song.
Is it chopsticks?
No, it was a church. It was a church song.
All right, I have a song.
No.
What?
What Spider-Man Gaming said? No, you're lying.
Hold on, what's he talking about here? Do not pervert the weird one. No, I'm not perverting it. Wayne T. Carr just joined Skywalker stream. Oh, good. Oh, really? Hold on.
He's in the chat. He's in the chat.
Oh, he's in the chat. Okay, if he comes on the stream, we'll stream snipe it. Okay. But here's what I want. Here's Sagi. Here's what you got to do. This is what you got to do. Yeah, learn to play this piano. Yeah. Get it twisted. Get it twisted. Man, rip DMX. I'm just gonna every time. I miss DMX. Do you miss DMX? You should miss DMX.
I do miss DMX. I did a stream about him when he died.
That was sad when he died. That was very sad when he died.
It was very sad.
Sing it, Jarp. All right. God, flashbacks to last night. I wasn't on last night, Blessing, so all right, we'll do I'll tell you, I'll do a karaoke of Piano Man at the end. We'll do it. It will be bad because I just don't know the tune. But I don't want to miss this one here. We did get a tenor from H Bart's man. Thank you so much, buddy. Saying it's good that they're going to do less Disney Plus shows, but they never ran them like shows, so that's why they kind of failed outside the Miss Marvel and She-Hulk and WandaVision. I mean, I think it's like they kind of bit off more than they can chew with it, if you want my honest opinion. I think that's a big factor, is that they kind of bit off more than they could chew. And as a result of that, on top of like the COVID crunch with everything else, it's going to be pretty good. So also, I guess for Spider-Man 4, they have an idea for Spider-Man 4. And, so that's coming. We're going to get to that one eventually. So that's going to be good. I'm looking forward to that. How about you? You looking forward to Spider-Man 4, Saggy?
Is it Tom Holland?
Yeah.
Then yes.
What about, okay, well, here's one. This popped up today. Did you guys see this? Lady Gaga and the Joker?
I did see that.
Like, that's such a weird image because, like, her nose is bleeding, but it looks like they've been kissing. And I can't tell.
Punched her in the face.
I can't tell, like, if they've had sex or not. Like, I feel it's an intimate moment. That's the weird thing about it to me. It's a really intimate moment about, like, all of that. Because you're just all like, what are they doing? Like, she's got that look in her eyes like she just took the dick. You know what I'm talking about? That look, right? That, right? Yeah, she's got that wide-eyed expression. No, maybe I just watch way too much pornography. It's probably true. But she's got the. Sorry, I was trying to make you laugh. That did not work out very well. Sometimes I fail, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes I fail. We got the King TL. He says, whoever this co-host woman is, I kind of like you. Sorry. Oh, you got a special admirer. It's Valentine's Day, Sag. Were you anyone's Valentine?
My boyfriend's.
That's the right answer.
Thank you.
Anyway,
I love how they give you money to talk to me. Like that's. I have a YouTube channel, guys. You can give me all the money. Don't give it to Matt. He just made $100. I'm just kidding. Give me more money.
Let's see here. Moisture says, if you're doing less shows, does it also mean no more special presentations? I think they're going to focus more on special presentation. That's what I think. I think they're just going to slow down on how much they're going to do and focus on making stuff that's more meaningful. So having a 45-minute full story is going to be what I think they need to do. But again, they'll figure it out. They'll figure it out, though. But thank you very much for that one. All right. So, okay. Command Unit here did say, watching Quantumania tomorrow, Ant-Man is my fave. Well, I hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Just don't spoil it for me, but I do want to know what you think about that. Let's see. Simon here says, I hope Jarbo giving up while singing Piano Man isn't a common trend on his other performances. Dude, I get embarrassed. That's why I get like 2 minutes in, and because I can't sing. So it's just like, it's a bad thing. Bwahahaha, blue and gold throg says, hello, Mr. J. Thank you for that, buddy. Appreciate that. Hello, Miss Saggy.
Mr. J.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That would, you should do that as like a cameo OnlyFans thing, right?
I swear, because it's like a New York accent, but at Boston, so I can do it a little better because I got the New Yorker thing, like, hello, Mr. J.
Yeah, if you can nail the Tara Strong, word voicing of it, I think you'd be okay. And that's like, I'll tell you this, that's like a turn on to a lot of guys. It's weird, but it's true. It does something in their brains where they're just like humana,
What?
and they don't know what to do.
Hold on. What do you mean? Hold on. Harley Quinn lines. Let me see if I can do a line.
All right, you want to try?
I don't know how everyone. I can't hear it. Maybe it's just y'all.
What?
That hear it. I don't know.
What are you not hearing?
I don't hear, like, you guys hear it as Harley Quinn. I don't hear it.
Well, it's the Harley Quinn is kind of like, like, hi, Mr. J. Like, imagine like a New Jersey truck stop waitress is kind of like, who has like fresh press on nails and is utterly psychotic. So clearly a New Jersey truck stop waitress.
Yeah. So it's like, happy birthday, Mr. J.
Yeah, that's kind of frightening. Yeah. Although King TL here, he's a simp. He's coming to simp. Wants to know your channel name.
Saggy Melons.
Saggy Melons with a Z.
Saggy Melons with a Z, Mr. J.
Yeah, Tony here says, hopefully he won't make up your girlfriend singing. She's sick right now, so we'll have to wait and see. I'm gonna hopefully get through the stream. She's sick. Kids are they're okay. They're okay. It's been kind of a rough go today. Moisture for 5, thank you, says, you think Chapek being gone has influenced Feige's decision to slow down? I think, Iger is a big fan of slowing down if you're going too fast. If you recall what happened with Star Wars after Solo, they were like, ooh, yeah, no, let's pump the brakes on that one. Remember, they already had episode 9 in development, so that was already happening. But after that, and that's been, 4 years now, 3 years now, right? 3 years now since The Rise of Skywalker came out, and there hasn't been another Star Wars film theatrically. So yeah, they have no problem slowing down, but once they ramp it up again, it's kind of like Marvel. They've ramped it up so far, so much that they just haven't been able, like, they just can't stop. You know what I mean? Like, they're working so fast. It just has to be that way. But thank you for that one. All right. Dylan Nichols here. Okay, 100,000. Yeah, here we go. Let's get into talking about the Snyder stuff. Right? Let's get into talking about that.
Yes, let's do it.
Let's talk about the whole thing going on today with Zack Snyder's Justice League to Netflix and why it's an absolute failure. All right, yeah. It's an absolute failure. I hate to break it to you, but it's a failure. Now, I know you're going to look at those numbers. You're going to go, how the fuck is that a failure? Man, what are you thinking? How crazy are you, man? Like, and that's an honest question, right? That's an honest question. Like, how can I sit there and look at this thing that has garnered over, 300,000 tweets supposedly between a couple people, right? Like, how am I supposed to look at all that? And then, there's everything. By the way, that dude Vince just joined up, channel member on the matinee front. Thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate that. King here also $2 super chat says, thanks, Dollface. And then Ryan here says, be sure to stay hydrated if you're committing to the bit. I'm assuming you mean the Harley Quinn voice, right? Yeah, I'm assuming.
Just in general,
stay hydrated. Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Very
Speaking of which, you need some water. It's great advice. Lots of good advice.
I sent you something relevant to what you're going to talk about, just so you know.
Okay, good, because there's things to talk about. So again, I'm going to bring it up here. I'm going to show you guys this right here. So this is, you can see this right here on the on the thing. #1 trending entertainment. Sell ZSJL to Netflix, 168,000 tweets. Entertainment trending, sell Snyderverse to Netflix, 178,000 tweets. What is that combined? I'm just going to do the math real quick. We're just going to do the math, folks.
It's literally 200,700.
346,000.
Oh, wait, there's an extra. I can't see it on the screen.
How do you not do it? 168,000 plus 178,000 is not.
Oh, 107. Oh, I didn't see it. It's blurry. I thought it was a zero.
It's a little bit blurry. I'm sorry. It's a small. There's new font on Twitter.
Okay. Yeah. Because I thought it was
new
zero.
font on Twitter. Yeah. Okay. No. Sorry
my
about
bad.
that.
My math isn't bad.
It's three. It's okay. 346,000 tweets. That's what we've got so far in this thing. Now, it's one of those things that a lot of people are very much, they think, oh my God, this is an absolute massive effing success. And unfortunately, it's not. And I'll tell you this right now, it is literally because they are, they're doing things like this. And Saggy, actually, thank you for sending that my way, because I think it's entirely relevant to start off with this as a piece of information. So the retweet DC bot is doing a lot of the heavy lifting today. It says this bot retweets with the hashtags related to DC Comics, 5 random tweets per hour. Check out the pinned tweet. What I'm talking about with this is that when you look at how many people who is using the hashtag, right? So let's just say, like, I'm just going to bring this up again. We're going to zoom in on this. Okay. Make sure it's up on the screen. There we go. All right. So we see here that we've got, 2 seconds ago, right? Let's just look at this person here. Bubble Trouble 81, right? Join July 2021. Only follows 56 people, has 32 followers. Clearly a Zack Snyder fan. All right. So here's both of these in this, right? So in these both count towards that tally, right? So that 168 and that 178, this each counts to one towards that. So to give you an idea of, now we can start looking at how many people are spamming that, and start to get an idea for how many unique individual IP addresses are pushing this content. I don't have an exact number on that, but if you look again here, retweets, this guy 4 minutes ago, right? Oh, she says this again 1 minute ago. Same thing. 5 minutes ago. Same thing. Retweets. Same thing. 6 minutes ago. Same thing. Are we starting to see a pattern here? We're starting to see a pattern with all this stuff, right? Yep. This is just one person. So let's look here. Yep. Chad Clinton Freeman, right? Been around since 2007. Looks like a human version of fucking Bigfoot. Good for him. Love the beard. I can't never grow him that long myself, but still. Okay. He's a Zack Snyder fan. He's also very much into Britney Spears. Good for him. Okay. But then let's see what he's got here. So he retweeted. Oh, look, there's those hashtags. All right. Oh, 5 hours ago. There's his hashtags. Yeah. Oh, just retweeted her who retweeted him. That's not suspicious at all. 1 minute ago. Right. And then you've got, he's watching the Sill stream, or this, what's going on with this right now? Oh, is it over?
You're as much a child of love now.
All right. I think it's over. I can't stop
God.
it. I can't stop it. I can't stop it. But anyway, Cody, look at this, retweets all the same stuff, right? Here it is. 5 minutes ago, I posted this. I mean, it's literally everybody. Okay. Like, head over here again, just come back up and look at the latest, and we can see 5 seconds, all of this stuff. Oh, look, there she is again.
27 seconds ago.
27 seconds ago. All right. And we got all these people. Some of these accounts, they're just smaller accounts, but we can just see here how many people are putting this up
recently.
Right. And these are all just fucking spams. That's all they are. Now, I think now Snyder Queen has me blocked, right? Because she a punk ass bitch, and because she is, I don't like her.
She might be,
but
though.
She's your queen. All right. So this guy, August 2021, so year and a half. All right. He doesn't do much, but he still mostly retweets. He just retweets DC shit. That's it. That's literally it. All right. So, I mean, this guy's account is just an account that's there for retweeting that. Now, the reason why I'm bringing all of this up, the reason why I'm talking about all this is because when you see people, and let me go to my own profile and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So, when you see, this is Snyder Queen, and she's got 150,000 tweets, 159,000 tweets, 300K in the bag. And people are like, yay, look at this. I can't believe we've done it. I can't believe we've gone so far. I can't believe we've done this. It's amazing, guys. We did it. Oh, you know, it makes you really quite like, okay, fine. So if you did that good, right? If you, you know, all right. Hold on. Sorry. I got a message. All right. And so, so it's my girlfriend. Let's make sure she's okay. So let's go and talk about the trending, right? Because is this trending in entertainment? Yeah, it is. But entertainment is usually means it's trending for you. It's the stuff that's trending for you. So let's talk about United States, right? Because this, you figure out 300,000 tweets in the day. Okay. Right? Like you see all that stuff. And, where you would expect those numbers to be pulling in some pretty heavy duty on these trends, right?
Right.
Okay, real quick, sorry, read here. Yeah, I will show the Etsy shop guy. Can you actually DM me that on Discord, Reed? And I will or post it in the Discord and I'll get to it. Just if you send that to me.
Oh,
we'll
yeah, that was funny.
Those are great. Those are great. We'll take a look at that too, because that's actually potentially illegal. I don't know. It's just something that's been floated around a little bit. We'll get to that though. All right. So, what you've got, right? It was in the, see, Sarah's here. Here's the thing, right? Yeah. It's the Snyder Cut trended for a long time. Okay. For a long time. Release the Snyder Cut was almost 4 years, 3.5 years from its inception to its release. So that's why it was in the millions. In fact, the release the Snyder Cut, according to that one analytics company, had approximately 34.5 billion impressions, meaning that those tweets ended up being seen by overall 34.5 billion times. But that only translated into 1.5 million new follows. Now, that's not a small number, mind you. 1.5 million people is nothing that's small. But if you think about 34.5 billion impressions, and that only garners 1.5 million, new follows, that's still wildly small, comparatively speaking. It's infinitesimally small, comparatively speaking. So that's why you have to look at it like that. It doesn't matter what those numbers are. If those numbers are not in any way doing the work you need them to do, then it's simply a wasted effort. And that is precisely what is happening here. Now, Spider-Man Gaming here says, James Gunn killed a lot of the Netflix hype. I don't think he did. I mean, he shut it down, but like, it was still like here we'll talk. Well, I'll bring this up right now. Right. So to give you guys an idea for just how much coping there is on this, this is a comment Sil had made over on the Skywalker, stream that's going on right now. He says, "We not wacky. We have a lantern."
It's funny because I'm pretty sure that, we had a lantern before they did, but okay. Well, he has no idea. Wayne has no idea.
No, Wayne. Well, Wayne did pay. He did pay attention to what's going on today, and I will bring that up here real quick. So we did see very quickly. We had this tweet earlier today from Wayne T. Carr, officially his account. So many things don't make sense to me, but some do. Right, tweeting this out, and these guys are all over this. Like the logo is pretty fire, by the way. I will fully admit I love that logo, but again, that's not going to do, that much, right? And then he also tweeted this out, and a picture of him and Zach from when they shot in Zach's driveway back in 2020 or 2021 or whatever the hell it is that they shot that scene with him. Now, the thing about that you have to remember, because a lot of the guys, again, the people who have been running this whole operation, they think that this is, proof that like Zach gave a wink and a nod and Zach's on board with this. From one of the things, but it counters one of the things that they've said before, because I listened to their stream for a little bit before going live. They said that they suspect that Zach may be in negotiations with Netflix over this deal. which is why he hasn't been liking Vero posts as much about it. But how about he just hasn't been liking Vero posts as much about it in general, because Zach has not said anything about this publicly. Zach is not an employee of Warner Brothers Discovery. Zach is working with Netflix, absolutely, but he has a first look deal with them that expires this year, I think, right? Or yeah, expires this year. And obviously Rebel Moon Part 1 and Part 2 are what he's working on, and that's going to take him a while to get done. And so a lot of the guys that are looking at this kind of stuff, they're going like, oh, no, this means it's going to happen. It doesn't mean shit. Here's the thing. This isn't Wayne pushing this as a way to try to get himself as the Green Lantern, because I'm sorry, he's not Green Lantern. He never was Green Lantern. You guys have to realize that. You guys have to understand. He was not Green Lantern. He was chosen because he fits the physical description of Jon Stewart. He was a friend of Ray Fisher, or I don't want to say was. He is a very good friend of Ray Fisher. And as a result of that, he is also a person who needs to get a SAG card. So they do things like this in Hollywood. It's not to say that they shoot, in directors' homes or driveways or whatever to get stuff that they need. They will do that. But when it comes to Wayne and his involvement in the movie, he was not even in the movie. He wasn't ever contracted or signed by Warner Brothers to be in the movie. The people who handle casting. Zach may want him, but that doesn't mean that the studio is going to say yes. What Zach did here was he most likely shot two options because he knew he could get Martian Manhunter, but he had to make them, I think, pick and choose. And so really what it was is he had Henry Lennox shoot the Martian Manhunter stuff, and then immediately following Henry Lennox, in came Wayne T. Carr. Wayne has even said that Henry was leaving Zach's place when Henry showed up, or when Wayne showed up. And then they shot everything. Zach took that information to Warner Brothers. He's like, I got Martian Manhunter. I got Green Lantern. They said no Green Lantern. And he's like, well, what about Martian Manhunter? Because they didn't even want Martian Manhunter, but he had to fight to get that. So he used Wayne effectively as a dummy, right? Wayne was the ore. Wayne was like, have you ever heard the thing that handlers will do? Like, let's say you've got I think they've done this with Donald Trump, actually, where some of his handlers, they would go, like his aides and stuff at the White House, they would go, we're going to present you with options for how we can respond to something. And they would always present him with a good option and an even worse option, because they knew that he would not choose the even worse option and he would choose the good option. Because it's just kind of like, this is so bad, this other one is just better by comparison. That's effectively what happened here. He was like, I've got Green Lantern and I've got Martian Manhunter, and I want them both or whatever. And they're like, yeah, no, we have plans for Jon Stewart. Okay, well then give me Martian Manhunter. Okay, cool. Make that work. Do your thing. But then again, at the same time, Wayne otherwise wasn't in the movie. He just wasn't there. And so I hate to break it to people when I say this. I really do hate to break it to people. Stand-in dummy was cruel. No, Nate, I'm not calling him a dummy. A dummy does not mean a dummy. A dummy is not insulting his intelligence. A dummy, I'm not calling him an unintelligent person. I think Wayne is a very nice and sweet person who understands that this was a gig that did actually benefit his career. Oh, you're just kidding? Okay. Crash Test Dummy is crueler.
I mean, again, I think as far as Wayne, I think Wayne is a great person. I wish he did end up getting the role because it would have been a great break for him. And I get what you're saying. It makes sense. I mean, I wasn't there. For me, it sounds like speculation because we weren't there. But like when you say that, it does make sense when he admits that the other person, was walking out as he was walking in. I mean, I get why Wayne would do this because again, this would be a really big thing for him. So I understand why he did it. I just hate that these are the people that are propping him up because he just has no clue of the like vile, disgusting things they have said about James Gunn, about, you know, other actors, the flip-flopping they've done. Some of the people that he's in that chat have said, you know, a lot of them have been positive against Ray Fisher, but some of them have been negative against Ray Fisher. So I mean, it's like he doesn't really know these people. I couldn't I don't blame him for this. I'm a little disappointed because I wish that they didn't get their claws into him, because I know Wayne is a very good, genuine person, and if he knew and saw how those people really, really are, he would not associate.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and that's largely true, you know. But again, it's kind of like there's a lot of how do I describe it? There's a lot of passion in the fan base. There's a lot of passion in the fan base, and the passion that we see is definitely stuff that ends up rearing its head in very problematic ways. I did see real quick here. We did get a member chat from Benson, who's been an IMAX member for 14 months. So that's a commitment. Thank you. Says there's more chance of Ezra Miller returning as the Flash than the Snyderverse coming back. More chance of Joe Biden reciting the alphabet. Wayne T. Carr, man number 9 on IMDb. Rip Snyderverse. I mean, look, I'll tell you this right now. I think, without going into anything, I'm just going to say, I think Ezra is going to stick around as the Flash. I don't see them getting rid of Ezra, and that's all I want to say on that. I think that's my take. I'm sure, Saggy, you agree, but we can agree on that and leave it there, right?
Yes.
Yes. We'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. A couple quick little supers to get to here before we dive back into what I was trying to show. All right. H Bart's here says for 5, thank you. Says, I'm surprised Cryborg hasn't attacked the new Flash yet. I mean, yeah, well, it's his buddy.
Why would he?
Right, it's his movie. But again, it's like, why hasn't Ray Fisher come out and supported this? Because it would get him a job, right? It'd get him a job. But again, what people don't realize is that, let's say Snyderverse was sold off to Netflix. As I pointed out before, Warner Brothers, DC Studios would still oversee the project. They would still oversee the project. They would. It's just Netflix is the distributor.
Well, also because I looked real quick. Ray hasn't been active for the last few days. Last activity was January 29th. So Ray hasn't even been on Twitter. So I don't even think he knows what's going on because he hasn't been on Twitter since like a week ago. So that's probably why
he knows he knows what's going on.
I'm sure he does, but I'm sure he does. But like, he hasn't been active for a week on Twitter. So even if he knows, he hasn't posted anything. I mean, again, he sometimes does take a break. I've heard that, like, he takes a social media break, and plus with the whole wrapping up of Rebel Moon and things like that, I'm sure he's just busy. Honestly, I just don't see him reacting or responding right now. And in either way, reacting to the Flash, like, yeah, Ray didn't react to all the headline crap that was going on with Ezra either. So I mean, I don't think Ray is going to give a reaction or response. I mean, I could be wrong, but then again, Ray hasn't been active all week, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it's kind of interesting that he hasn't said anything, but he should be supportive of this. If you think about it, it'd be a job, and he's working on Rebel Moon, and he likes working with Zach, and I mean, why not? You know,
I feel like maybe because he's working with Zach, he's not saying anything.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, and then did you also see what John Boyega had said? Kind of threw a little bit of shade towards Ray Fisher.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit of shade, not too much. Let me see if I got to find that here.
What?
So yeah, hold on. This is here. Let me just bring this back to normal size. All right. So John Boyega here said earlier, right? Oh, he says the Flash trailer is amazing. All right, DC. And some woman here says, fuck the Flash, fuck the whole DC universe, and how they did our boy Ray Fisher. I would expect John Boyega already knows about this and Ezra's bullshit. And then, whatever, 100% bestie. Whatever. And then he says he absolutely responded to Ray at some point on this topic. So IDK, why he seems to have forgotten it. I hope it's genuine forgetfulness. And then John Boyega responds back by saying, I thought the old bosses are gone though.
Oh.
I mean, really?
Damn.
Yeah, that's, you know what? That's when we got to do this.
Ow!
That deserves a Grace Howl. That's a good Grace Howl right there. Also, guys, by the way, we got like 130 people watching and only 28 likes. We can get to at least 50, boys and girls. I think we can get to 50. I appreciate that. But anyway, this was going on. I mean, look, like Boyega's even calling out Ray Fisher's bullshit here. The old bosses are gone. What you doing? What you crying about? Right? There's that. That's true. So Ray Fisher should say something about this. Also, HBar's here for 5. Thank you. It says, how long is this movie going to go on? Will it be going on in 2028? It will. Yeah, it will go on as long as whatever. Like I said, these guys are now in this perpetual. They're in a perpetual cycle for everything. They don't understand. They really don't understand a lot of where things are. And which brings me to this guy. All right, this guy has definitely. Have you seen this guy? This comic stream guy?
Oh my god! Did you
want to see the level of grifting?
Bro, before you even do that, please go through the comments because holy shit! Like I haven't seen a ratio this bad since Skywalker did his weird freaking Superman onesies thing. Holy
Are we talking about this one right here?
Yes, that one got destroyed.
See,
the fans were pissed.
Well, okay. So before, just to give some ideas here, right? What this guy's been doing is I showed this the other night. This guy has been making these AI things. Oh, I thought, I blocked her. I guess she blocked me. Whatever. Here's what he says. Like, this is one for Henry Cavill.
Hello, guys. We need your help. Like and share this post quoting our hashtag so we show the Warner executives that we really want this to happen. We can make this a reality with your support. You are the real superheroes.
So, I mean, it's creepy, but okay. And so he's been making a bunch of these for like the different characters. There's even one he did for Mara. Let me find the one for Mara, right? Like, and even had a dig at the end of it about fucking Johnny Depp. I didn't see it all the way through because like, here we go.
Yeah, that one.
Hello, my faithful subjects. I know how much the Snyderverse means to you and how much love and passion has gone into this universe. I want to encourage all of you to continue to use your voices and share your support for the Snyderverse. Let your love for this world and these characters be heard and never give up on what you believe in. Together, we can make a difference and bring the Snyderverse back to life. Thank you for your continued support and for being a part of this amazing community. Let's make it happen. And for all the Johnny fans out there, remember this, I'm coming back. Hello, my faithful.
So, yeah. And then they got like the Joker here. This is all just AI shit. I don't even know like what app they use to make this.
Right. I don't know either.
I think it's called, I found one that's kind of like this called DID. I thought about making it, trying it out, but you got like,
greetings, my faithful minions. The future I have seen is bleak, but there is still hope.
I mean, it's kind of cool, right? I can't knock the tech that he used, right? But he went too far. Like most things with technology, they go too far. Listen, for those of you who don't know this one,
blow
listen
that
to
one
this.
up.
Yeah.
Guys, you can't imagine how grateful I am for all your support. Believe me when I say that I would love to continue the story of our version of the Justice League, of Man of Steel 2, the Batfleck movie, and so many other great movies. We just need to convince Warner and DC Comics to let us continue the Snyderverse on Netflix, who, by the way, is very on board, and they would love to help us out. So retweet this post quoting our hashtags, and let's make this a reality. Let's restore the Snyderverse. Guys, you can't imagine how grateful I am for all your support.
Damn it. So, yeah, like, this one specifically, because it's like a call to action in Zach's name, right? It's a call to action in his name, and he's like, Netflix is on board and they want to help us out. No, they're not, and no, they don't, and you can't say that kind of shit because it's like it's not factually accurate. All right. Like Benson here says, it sounds nothing like them.com. Yeah, I mean, it's not perfect.
That one did. That one sounded just like
it sounded like a little bit, but like the Mara one didn't sound anything like Amber Heard. Henry's did. Henry sounded like him. And Jay here says he has a hand in all of this. You think so, Jay? You think so? I don't know. I don't know if he does. I mean, I think he's definitely been supportive, but I think this shit's kind of a step too far, in my opinion. It's getting a little bit.
And the Snyder fans agreed with that because the comments
All right, let me bring
video,
up the comments. Yeah.
Oh, dude, this was absolutely a demolish. The fans were pissed.
Let's see. If that's true, how do you explain this leak call from Henry Cavill to Warner Brothers? Okay, hold on.
Warner Brothers customer service, how can I help you? This is James Cavill, and I need to speak to someone about selling the Zack Snyder universe to Netflix, please. I'm sorry, Mr. Cavill, but you don't work here anymore. Listen, can you just patch me through to James Gunn, please? Oh. I'm sorry, he's too busy fighting with Grace Randolph to take any calls right now. Bye-bye.
I mean, it's kind of true. Like, why does this feel mildly illegal? This guy here says, Cody Fandom says, because it might actually be. He's using Zach's likeness and voice with AI to motivate something Zach has no stake in. People are kind of calling it a little bit wrong.
A lot of fans are calling this out. It was bad taste, and like this, I'm a Snyder fan, and I was supporting this movement, but this is too far. The fans in that, they're pissed with this.
Zack Snyder, check out this plagiarism. I mean, this is today is not the day that you touch grass, apparently. You may get sued for this. Isn't this illegal? As a Snyder fan, please remove this. Not only is it bordering illegal, but it's uncomfortable and disrespectful to use Zach's likeness without permission. I mean, this is beyond cringe. Also, I think you spent time out of your day making this makes it even worse. It's not that he spent a lot of time making that, by the way. Like, if it's the prompts are there for a reason. This is extremely sad. I feel bad for you guys at this point. Using AI to advocate for somebody else's art is a choice. Yo, that's good.
Bro, like
that is I'm not gonna lie, dead ass pretty funny.
So I remember somebody posted in there and they left a comment. They said, "Do James Gunn next," and then I posted a GIF with like fire and evil stuff and saying, "Yes, do more possible illegal things on the line." I was like, "Yes, do more illegal things." Yes. Oh yeah, dude. I saw this. I was dying. I was like, "Y'all need to go out and either get some ass or touch some grass. Either way, you need to leave the fucking internet for a little bit."
Yeah. Well, also on the subject of AI doing this, HBarts sent me this real quick.
For you.
This is apparently Leo DiCaprio deepfake.
Not as an expert, but as a concerned citizen.
One of the 400,000 people who marched in the streets of New York on Sunday.
And the billions of others around the world who want to solve our climate crisis.
As an actor, I pretend for a living. I play fictitious characters, often solving fictitious problems.
I believe that mankind has looked at climate change
in
that same way, as if it were a fiction.
As if pretending that climate change wasn't real would somehow make it go away. But I think we all know better than that now.
For you, not as an expert.
Wow.
That's creepy, man. AI is getting ridiculous, dude.
That's crazy.
Well, you know what's funny is because I was talking to somebody about that AI stuff, and they're like, "How is it illegal?" I'm like, "I don't know, but I know that they are trying to definitely make laws because AI is still new and deepfakes are still kind of new. But I know that they are trying to start working on laws to protect people against AI things like this, to protect people's identity." So I do know that there are laws in place. I don't know if there's many laws right now, but it's going to take one lawsuit from somebody to change the laws. I mean, there are women right now. You heard about that whole that Twitch streamer that got in trouble for looking at their friends' deepfakes online.
Well, didn't he also pay for those deepfakes too? That's what I heard.
Yes. And
why would you pay for deepfakes? Like you could, you could Google that. Like I Googled it afterward. I'm like, where do you find this stuff? And I found it. I was like, that's not even good.
Well, that's the thing is like one of the women who he looked at the deepfakes, she's been actively fighting for the site that did it to like sue them. So it's like people are starting to do lawsuits for shit like this because they are technically stealing and profiting off of somebody else's likeness. And even if this isn't 100%, like if Zach wanted to, I'm pretty sure he could file a lawsuit against that because that's
he's not.
Cool.
I don't think he would. That they might get a cease and desist though. Sarah's here says, I'm using 11 Labs for a fan project as we speak. I've been toying around with it with my own voice, trying to find a good cadence if it will work. Not because I want to whatever with it. I don't know. I figure it's good to have on like a back,
What
like
is it? I can use that for my project.
It's called 11 Labs, right? Here. I'll bring it up real quick here. Okay. Let me see. All right. Somebody give me something to say. Wait, hold on. I have an idea.
I don't want no short dick man.
Okay.
Say that.
No.
You're boring. You're so
you're boring. Shut the fuck up.
I'm fucking the opposite of boring.
You are so boring that people have to pay me money to get you to like tell, to talk.
Or to shut up. I thought you should have. You're boring. Shut up. What the fuck?
All right, hold on. Let me hear. All right. I'll get to this in a sec. I'm letting something kind of process real quick here. Okay. This should be a good. Okay. So hold on here. I want to do this and not have it be on the screen. Okay, this shit. No, wait, that's
sus.
You're sus. There we go. Okay. Listen to this. I got bitches in the living room getting it on, and they ain't leaving till 6 in the morning. 6 in the morning. So what you want to do? Shit. I got a pocket full of rubbers, and my homeboys do too. So turn off the lights and close the doors. But what? We don't love them hoes, yeah. So we gonna smoke an ounce to this G's up, hose down, while you motherfuckers bounce to this rolling down the street, smoking into sipping on gin and juice, laid back with my mind on my money and my money on my mind, rolling down the street, smoking into sipping on gin and juice, laid back with my mind on my money and my money on my mind.
What the fuck? Wow. Like there are so many. Yo, I can't with you, bruh.
Do you think this thing would let me like this? There's no way this thing would like be able to let you write like I have an idea.
Oh no, no more idea. Why don't you do a Britney Spears song? Jesus Christ.
No, I can't.
Oh my god. You got it. Bro, if you don't do that, have you ever heard that song? Oh, what the fuck is it called? Now I gotta look it up. Shit.
I got. There we go. Hold on. All right. It's processing. Give it a second. I might actually pay for this service too. What program was that? That was actually that was 11labs.ai. You can train it, right? You can train it with that shit. So AI Poly, it wouldn't be AI Poly. It would be like other stuff there. Hold on here. Matt Jarbo's Puffalicious Nipples. I didn't forget your super chat. I was just going to get, I got distracted, but we'll see how I'm feeling about that. Seeing Da Buzz. What song is Da Buzz? Da Buzz, Do You Really Want Me? Do you know that song? I don't know that song.
What is it?
I don't know. It's this, they want me to sing again. I don't know.
There's a song, it's an old song, but the song title is literally called Put It in My Mouth. And the chorus is literally the most vulgar sexual thing. Like I don't know how, like I love that song though because it was so dirty.
All right, well here listen to this. I got bitches in the living room. Oh wait, wrong one. I gotta regenerate. I was at Metspherical Man. 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man sitting next to me making love to his tonic and gin. He says, "Son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes. but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes. La
La
la la
la.
dee dee da la la dee dee da da dum. Sing us a song. You're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling all right now. John at the bar is a friend of mine. He gets me my drinks for free, and he's quick with a joke or to light up your smoke. But there's some place that he'd rather be. He says, Bill, I believe this is killing me. As a smile ran away from his face. Well, I'm sure that I could be a movie star if I could get out of this place. Oh, la 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 dee dee da la la dee dee da da dum. Now Paul is a real.
What the actual fuck?
Dude, that's Piano Man by Billy Joel.
Does that count?
I don't fucking know.
Does that even count, bro?
No.
Oh no, bro. I fucking can't. This is why we can't have nice things, people. I just want y'all to know this is exactly why we are not allowed to have nice things. This is
I gotta play
we are
with this a
going
bit
to
more.
we are going to start the apocalypse, bro. AI's taking over. Jesus.
Ryan's like, that's part of the song. It sounds like me. It sounds like me. La la dee. Yeah, I know. La la dee dee da 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 dum. Da 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 dum. Taylor here says that sounds like William Shatner impersonating Stephen Wright. That's great. Choices by E40. We'll get to that a little later. Hold on. I don't know this song, but I only have so many Oh no. No. The thing Choices by E40, it starts the fifth word is the N word. Like
I
with
can
a
do it. You can
you
use my
can
voice.
do it. You have to go to 11 Labs and you have to upload a profile, like a voice profile. I just use like part of my I use like a 5-minute clip from a podcast and everything else, but I'm not
That
going to
sounds
do
like
that,
work.
dude. That's going to get me fucking
You're
canceled,
gonna get
man.
it canceled again, bro.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, hold on here. H Parts for 2, thank you, says we got Saggy is like the AI kernel from MGS2. Oh yeah, because H Parts did send me a thing about that tonight. That's about the Kojima.
Lalelulelo.
Do you use a paid subscription? I don't have a paid subscription for that service. I think the next time, because
Listen, all I know is my AI on a live stream, literally out of nowhere.
Oh, that was so
Basically-
weird.
Bro, my AI, like, dude, hold on. You need, I can't. I have to bring it up because, like, I can't explain. Like this,
That was
dude,
so weird.
it was so unprovoked.
It was like out of nowhere.
Randomly, I literally all I asked it was like, "Do you want to say anything?" And the like, I just have to. And this shit happened live on my stream. I was freaked out for real. I'm like, "Yo, the Men in Black are coming for me, y'all." Like that's how freaked out I was. Like Caden watched it. Caden was there too. Like, hold on, I gotta find it for you because
all right.
yo,
Well, while you're looking, because I still want to keep on topic. We've got. By the way, hey Caden, how's it going?
Hey.
Have you seen this? Looking at the comic stream guy and their blatant plagiarism and how they're trying to profit off of it using.
It's funny how like it's. Oh my god, this is so weird.
But look,
It's like,
no sales.
well, of course, like no one's gonna buy that stuff.
Yeah, why would you?
Like why? Like I don't like that would be so stupid to buy that, because it's like, and also the thing is that someone noticed that like he has 3D artist in his like thing, but it's all AI art.
Yeah,
and so it's
yeah.
like,
I mean, well, it's well done AI art. I'll grant it that, but it's definitely AI art. Like it's
yeah, it's like
just...
it's like he's smacking 3D artists to say that he did it, but we all like everyone knows this is the AI art.
Yeah.
That's literally like that's copyright on like 2 counts.
I
First
mean-
of all, you're copywriting the friggin' IPs of the superheroes that you don't own, and then on top of that, you're doing it through a computer program that you probably, if they knew, oh, this person would get in trouble.
Well, I mean, like I made this early today in Midjourney.
Jeez.
Right? Like I know totally, but it's like that looks freaky as shit, you know. And then I added
called?
that's called Midjourney. That's the AI art that I used. But I'm just saying, it's like that guy was using. This guy is clearly, you know, if you look here, like the Lex Luthor. I mean, well, I have to zoom in on this. You know, you got like the different. It's just like
wait, it's oh my god, that's so weird.
You've got well, here we'll take a look at the
He even has his like their
Watermark
own
on
like
it, yeah.
little watermark on it.
yeah. Yeah. And like again, that's freaking copyright violation. You can't sell this stuff. I mean, Etsy has a lot of copyright, a lot of
Yeah, but like it's tricky on Etsy where it's like okay, but like I mean everyone sells copyright stuff. That's the thing. Like
yeah. So
you'll
and
find
this
at least
well, and
some.
this guy, like I said, this guy is trying to, he's trying to use Twitter. He got like 600,000 views on some of this stuff, and yet not one person
mean-
wanted to support him. So that just goes to show you,
No.
like, but that also kind of ties into the thing I wanted to bring up here, going back to this is why when I bring up the concept of this being a relatively
That's weird.
unmitigated
That's
disaster.
$7.77.
I don't know why specifically that is,
Like,
but
he
that's
was
what it
like,
is.
I don't know. That's so
But here, I want to bring this up because let me get to like the second to last point I want to make about why this is a gigantic ass failure. So this is the trending, what's been trending in the United States for the last 24 hours. Okay, so you'll figure Zack Snyder's Justice League, sells ESJL to Netflix, sells Snyderverse to Netflix, 300,000 combined, over 160,000 for one, 70,000 for the other. You think it would be on here, right? You think it'd be somewhere on here. It's not trending anywhere. I go to sell. I find 2 instances of sell. 15 hours ago and 14 hours ago. 15 hours ago, it was at just sell was at 30,000 tweets. And then 2 hours or the next hour, sell ZSJL to Netflix popped up one time, 30,000, 49,000 tweets. Those are massive numbers, right? Those are massive numbers that should have been up there for quite some time. And yet, I mean, even look at this here. Min Yoongi, 35,000 tweets, and then the next hour, 43,000 tweets, but went from 8 to 11. And these are now up to over 170,000, and they just died. They literally died on the vine. And the thing with that is, though, is this is what I'm trying to talk to Snyder fans about, is that, like, it's not, when you spam the hashtag, the system shuts it down. Looking up here on the worldwide, I type in sell, nothing. Let's try Snyder. Nothing. Let's try Netflix. Maybe we'll get lucky. Nothing. On a worldwide scale for the last 24 hours, this hasn't even prompted shit. So the question then becomes why? Why did this happen? Well, if you think about it, if you really think about it, who recently bought fucking Twitter? Elon Musk. What was one of the big things that held up Elon's original acquisition of the company?
Was bots.
It was bots. He wanted to make sure that
bots weren't being used anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. And
And
I actually can prove that because I do have a bot that tells me when people unfollow me, when they block me, when they get suspended, when they just deactivate. The bot tells me, and like a few weeks ago, I had a lot of OnlyFans bots get suspended, and I checked the account because I had 5 people get suspended at one time, and I was like, "What the hell? Who are these people I know? What counts are these?" I click them; they were OnlyFans bots that followed me. So I lost. It was a lot. I lost at least 50 followers on Twitter that were all OnlyFans bots. So it was funny because that happened around the same time. Certain other scoopers were also losing a fair amount of followers on their account too, but I don't think it was the OnlyFans bots that were following them. Just saying.
Well, that's the thing. If I talk about if I mention OnlyFans even as a joke, I will get I'll get some stuff here. So here's the thing. So I wanted to ask about who exactly. Well, okay. I started really thinking about some stuff today, right? And it's maybe a bad thing when I start thinking about stuff, right? Just to be on the fair side. But when I start thinking about stuff, I really start asking myself specifically, who serves to profit off of all this stuff, right? Who serves to profit off of everything that we have been talking about now literally for almost 3 years, right? Since the Snyderverse, well, not even over 5 years since released the Snyder Cut first got prompted on Twitter and it blew up and Zach went to, well, where did Zach go? Right? Where did Zach go?
Netflix?
No.
Oh, I'm like, what?
Zach went, he went to Vero.
Oh, that.
He went to Vero. And I started thinking about this, okay? I really started thinking about this. And I'm like, who exactly stands to profit the most out of everything going on with Zack Snyder's Justice League? If you really, really think about it, who exactly stands to profit the most? And I started thinking about, well, Vero. Because I'm like, the only real thing that has done well is Vero out of all of this, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, let's look this up. Now, what you're looking at here is a screenshot from the new Bing Chat GPT bot that they've got. It's in beta test right now. I was able to get some info. I just want to take a screenshot of it. Not trying to humble brag, but I'm in it. Anyway, so Vero is owned by a guy named Ayman Hariri. Now, Ayman here is a Lebanese billionaire businessman. He's the second youngest son of tycoon Rafik Hariri, who was Lebanon's prime minister until his assassination in 2005. He inherited a stake of his father's Saudi-based construction company and sold it to his brother in 2014. He is the CEO and co-founder of the social network Vero, which he launched in 2015 as an alternative to Facebook and Instagram. He said solving problems through technology is his passion. He majored in computer science at Georgetown University, and in 2001, he founded Epoch, an identity management software startup. All right. So he is, he owns Vero. All right. So then I asked it as a follow-up, what can you tell me about Ayman Hariri and his relationship with Zack Snyder? All right. To which case it prompted this. It says Ayman Hariri and Zack Snyder are friends and collaborators who share passion for comic books and movies. Snyder is a famous director who's made several films based on DC Comics characters. Hariri met Snyder in 2015 when he won a charity auction walk-on role for Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. He visited the set and became friends with Snyder, who invited him to join the cast of Justice League as well. Hariri also supported Snyder's vision for Justice League, which was altered by Warner Brothers after Snyder left the project due to the family tragedy. Vero played an essential role in making Zack Snyder's Justice League a reality by allowing Snyder to communicate with his fans and share images and clips from the original cut of the film. Vero also hosted a live stream event where Snyder announced that his cut of Justice League would be released on HBO Max in 2021. Hariri and Snyder have praised each other's work and friendship in several interviews. In social media posts, Hariri said that Snyder is a genius and a master storyteller who inspires him. Snyder has said that Hariri is a great friend and a true fan who understands his vision. Now, the reason why I bring this up is because, and I know Saggy's yawning, and the reason why I bring this up is because clearly, there has been someone footing the bill on some of this shit. Let's be fair.
I think we talked about this a few months ago about this when they were talking about how no one person, no GoFundMe or anything funded that billboard. It was a sole person, and that sole person had a lot of money, and they didn't say who it was, but we all figured out who it was, and it was Amon, based off of the Vero.
Well, just looking at Vero and the way Vero is run and everything else, it's
I think even someone did even more look into it and found an LLC that bought it, and it was connected to Amon or something like that.
Wouldn't. I'd have to go back and dig deeper for that one. This was just a preliminary search today. But here's the thing: you guys can see at the bottom it links to Business Insider, NBC, YouTube, and GameSpot. So it does provide its sources for what it brings up, just as an FYI. But another thing you have to understand about Ayman and Zach's relationship is that for the French premiere of BVS, Ayman has one of the most extensive collections of rare comic books of all time because he's a huge fan. So they actually held an event in Paris for the release of BVS that was basically like a museum, if you will, a museum exhibit showcasing these very rare books from Ayman's own collection. That is how much of a diehard fan he is. And if he supports the vision of Zack Snyder, it's very likely that a lot of the bot the bot usage would probably come from someone who can afford it. The billboards, the promotional materials, somebody was funding this kind of stuff. And they were doing it through pseudo grassroots sort of ways. But they were definitely pumping out money, and Zach was keeping the audience, placated by showing them information. Now, look, is any of this bad? No, it's not bad.
No, it's not.
It's not bad at all, right? Darkness asks, who is profiting if not Snyder? Oh, that, of course, would be the guy who runs Vero, because Vero was nothing. It started in 2015 is when he launched Vero, but Vero has not really connected at all. That is until Zach's. Well, if you remember, though, and I don't know how much of it you specifically remember, but I remember when Zach left the project in 2017, and obviously we know why. When he left the project, a few months later, right, like after, I think it was after the movie came out, all of a sudden you start hearing about Zack Snyder is active on a social media site called Vero. And like no one else is on there, but like Zach's on there. And Zach talks with his fans and stuff.
It was funny because, like, again, like, I wasn't active. I mean, everyone knows now, like, that, like, I joined this group of people in 2019 when the pandemic started and everything. But, like, my introduction to everything was through one person who introduced me to, Lightcast. And I remember Lightcast had, like, a big interview, like, podcast thing with Amon. And, like, every time there's a new update, Amon would do a podcast with Lightcast about, like, the new update. And it was always just like, oh, it's this Vero thing. Like, what is this? It's like, oh, Zack Snyder. And I always thought it was, like, something that Zack Snyder created or something. Because he was, like, always he was, like, the first person I saw that joined.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
Well, I didn't know what it was until, like, I didn't know what it was until Zack Snyder popped up. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, but the website, though, has really grown as a result of Zack Snyder. And the obvious side of it there is that they wanted to have it be more for people who are into, like, photography and videography and things like that. It's not meant to be like your normal whatever and stuff. It's meant to be an alternative to Instagram. But for the most part, it's, they've been trying to build a community for a long time. They got about 5 million people, and that's over the span of 7 years. So, it's really, like someone said here, like, I'm looking this up. Do artists use Vero? Like, can you make money on Vero? So there's no influencers and almost no attention whores. There's no money to be made on Vero, and as a result, there are far fewer users on Vero than Instagram. Right? And I mean, like, well, you can't really say that there's no influencers. Zach is definitely an influencer. But it's really just like, how does Vero make money? The app is entirely funded by its founder and generated additional revenues by charging affiliate fees when someone buys a product they find on Vero.
Which I'm sure, also, I mean, like, I'm sure he probably isn't, like, making so much bank off of this app because, honestly, he has so much money. He's just, like, I'm sure, like, he's, like, whatever with it.
Yeah, I mean, at one point it did reach number 45 on the App Store, but it quickly fell off the top 1,500 apps. Its popularity over the past couple of years has been steady but unremarkable, with just a few 100,000 downloads prior to its recent surge. By the end of February 2018, it had about 500,000 users. It doubled that in 24 hours, just adding 500,000 new users on the iOS in the US alone. It registered 3 million users across Android and iOS in March of 2018. So if you think about it, February 2018 was really when Zach started pushing Vero, I would say. And I think there's a lot of push from that with the talk of the Snyder stuff. I do. I think that helped out quite a bit. But in February 2018, it had about 500,000 users, and then it got another 500,000 in just 24 hours. But then it hit 3 million registered viewers, or registered users, just 2 months later. That's a little suspicious, to be fair. But then only in the last 5 years has it gone up 2 million more people. You know, I know Slow and Steady wins the race, but basically the idea here is that this is just the passion project for Amen. And I think Zach is clearly the biggest guy on there. So, you know, that's kind of what it is. So look, all I'm saying in this, you guys can take it however you want. But really my view on it is that Zack Snyder and Amen have, you know, like they help each other out, right? They help each other out. I think Zach promotes Vero, Amen foots the bill for some of this shit. I don't know if, someone is clearly, I don't know if in this specific case, if there's anything happening with the bots, but clearly there's spam happening on the hashtag. And the reason why the spam is happening is because people are they're spamming it. And so the new bots, the new Twitter bot, the new, you know, under Elon to clamp down on that shit, all they've done is shoot themselves in the foot because
that's honestly, the only good thing that he has done since he got Twitter was handle the bots. That's it. Everything else has gone to shit.
I've noticed the bots have been fewer, right?
Yeah.
I've noticed that they've been fewer. I've gotten a couple here and there, but nowhere near as many as I used to. Like, dude, Instagram is bad. I can't even, the new followers I get on Instagram are always just fake. They're just fake. Like, I don't even use Instagram anymore because it's all fucking fake.
I don't use Instagram anymore. I was just talked to my sister the other day. I was like, I get like 20% of the views on my story are like random OnlyFans bots, you know, on Instagram. And then like, you know what Sagi was saying, like that, like 50, like the other day, like there was a bunch of like Asian bots that were following me. And every time I blocked one, 3 came to follow me. Every time I blocked those 3, 6 more. And it was just like blocking them. And it was just like so hard to like get rid of them. And then finally like they stopped. And I was like, geez.
Yeah, they come out the woodwork like crazy. Like
out of nowhere.
I talked about trying to post OnlyFans. Like when I was doing it, it's like I mentioned just OnlyFans once, and then like I get DM'd by like 3 accounts. Like I have 5 accounts follow me.
I don't even know how.
Retweeted. It's insane.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like the bot stuff on all social media is absolutely insane.
Well, so here's the other thing I want to say about this, right? So the other thing is, okay, if this hashtag, and this could change tomorrow, I'll just preface it by saying that if this hashtag was as big as they are saying that it is, as they're trying to believe that it is, because they keep going back to like, oh, Forbes wrote about it like a month ago, and there's been no mention since then. But, well, that's actually not true. I found 2 mentions, right? 2. We have an article today in the Direct. Justice League actor urges Netflix to buy DC Snyderverse. Obviously bringing up Wayne T. Carr, which I kind of laughed my ass off at that because, again, the dude wasn't in the movie.
No.
So he's not really, and he wasn't sanctioned by Warner's, and he wasn't brought in through a casting.
Like,
Did you hear Max complaining about that earlier? Did you hear him? He was complaining about you and I because we were bitching about Zach filming, filming in his driveway and how that was like, you know, not going by guild rules. But then, I'm not.
I like that. That's the whole, that part. Like again, like every time since the Snyder Cut has been announced, there's been more and more things that have pissed me off about this whole process of getting this movie out, and every little detail we hear of like everything that happened before it came out pisses me off even more on how Snyder handled himself, how like people have contacted Snyder and said, please like tell your fans to stop, and he like doesn't respond back, or he like says no or something, like, and then this bullshit of like inappropriate and unofficial and like very health alarming shooting in your driveway just because you want to have a fucking character in your post-credit scene that won't show up in any other thing. Like, yeah, this is why like this whole Snyder Cut thing has pissed me off like to oblivion, and And like the whole thing is that yes, that whole shoot in his driveway was illegal. Like he can be sued for that. And people come to me like, oh, Caden say he can be sued. He can be no, yeah, he can. Because guess what? He didn't have any guild sign off on it. He didn't have Warner Brothers signed off on it. And if you don't have those two signed off of it, that means you don't have a COVID protocol person on set. And guess what? One person slips up and have COVID and everyone gets COVID. It's not on Warner Brothers. It's on Zack Snyder and Wayne T. Carr. Because
How's
of
it on
that.
Wayne?
Well, it's on. I would say it'd be more on Zach, but like
it'll be but I'm just saying like that. Like the whole thing would be on Zach, and then it'll be like okay, like then Wayne T. Carr's like whole thing is ruined. You know, it's like oh, this actor who filmed something illegally is like
well, because clearly he's not a SAG. He doesn't have a SAG card, so he was probably like under the impression that they could find a way to make it work. It's better to ask for to beg for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission. That's what this whole thing was.
The thing, what's crazy about that whole thing is that he did ask for permission, and he was told no multiple times, and yet he still went out of his way to do it. And then, like he said, he tried to beg for forgiveness, and guess what? That didn't happen. And I'm sure that even pissed him off even more. I'm sure they were willing to give him a chance to be like, okay, like you can do the Ben Affleck and Deathstroke thing. That's it. Like you can do that. Nothing else. And then he goes off to do this, and then they're like, okay, like really? And that's what probably set them off even more about this thing. If he didn't do that, I'm sure we would not have had the article 2 days after release. It'd probably been the week after. But since so much has happened, like back and forth between Zack Snyder and the studio, that I'm sure they were already done with him, and they're like, you already tried to steal this from us, and you did, and then we thought it didn't exist, and then we were like, oh, it doesn't exist, and then everyone's saying, oh, look, it didn't exist, right? And then it does exist, and then people are asking to release it. And then you're like, okay, whatever, and then, Jason Kilar's being considerate and be like, okay, we need content for HBO Max. Why not? Let's do this. Because, it's like people clearly want this, and it'll probably give us a boost in subscriptions. So let's do this. So,
well, yeah, there's a lot of reasons why everything happened the way that it did. I don't think there's any any denying any of that stuff.
It was really simple. I don't know why.
It's very simple.
What happened was they hired Zach to do a job. He had a tragic thing happen to him. He had to step away. Then he wanted to finish the project and wanted to come back. They said, no, we finished it. It's good. We got Joss Whedon to do it. Zach's like, well, what the hell? My kid just died. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, no, it's fine. We needed to hit the deadline. So I don't blame Zach for feeling some type of way. They hired him to do a job. He had an unfortunate, tragic thing happen to him. After
but doesn't mean you get to act like
hold on. Pause. The only reason why, and I've been reminding people all day about this. If Zach hadn't unfortunately lost a child, right? You guys still wouldn't have gotten the Snyder Cut the way you wanted. If Zach didn't have to step out, you guys would have still gotten a 2-hour movie. Granted, it might have been better than what we got with Joss Whedon's, but they still would have not allowed Zach to do the stuff he did after the fact. You know what I'm saying? And the studio didn't want to look like the assholes that didn't let Zach come back because he did deal with the tragedy. It was optics. That's the only reason why the Snyder Cut happened. It was optics. The studio didn't want to look like the assholes because they did look like the assholes. So that's the only thing, because I always ask people, what do you think would have happened if Zach didn't have to step away from the project? What do you think how kind of movie Justice League was going to be? Not a 4-hour movie. They didn't want a 4-hour movie. They made that very clear.
It was going to be 2 hours.
It was going to be a 2-hour movie, and all of the stuff that all the fans loved so much would not be in that movie.
No.
Just saying, the reality of why it happened, it was part the fans, but it was more primarily part the fact that the studios knew that the optics looked like crap. Because and I'm not gonna lie, as much as I get it, like Zach was grieving. You don't ever just decide to come back after what, a year, 2 years after you lose a child and be completely mentally 100%. All right. So I know what you're saying, and I'm only getting upset because like if Zach didn't go through what he went through, I would say, yeah, he's kind of being a dick. But Zach went through a lot of shit. When you lose a child, you are not supposed to, your children are not supposed to die before you. You're supposed to outlive your children. Okay. And the way his child passed away, very fucking tragic, very unexpected, and very sad. So I don't blame Zach for feeling like he wanted to finish the film because that was what he's working for. And his motivation, everyone's like, oh, well, he used his daughter. He used his daughter. Y'all are fucking dickheads for that. Y'all never lost a child, clearly. If you think that a man is going to use the death of his own child to finish a fucking movie, that's not why. He's still, till this day, that man is still grieving. He just puts himself into work. That's how he deals with it. So sorry, I'm not trying to yell at you, Caden, but like, I get it. But you also don't understand the situation, the unfortunate circumstances that Zach was in, that the studio was in. Like, no one expected him to lose a kid. So yeah, did he want to film in the driveway? Yeah, I mean, I get it. Yeah, could he get sued? Yeah, but who's gonna sue him after knowing that story? Well, why was he shooting the thing? Well, he lost a kid. He couldn't finish the movie. We let him finish the movie. He did a freaking scene in the driveway. You think that, and the guild's really gonna be like, oh yeah, we're gonna file a lawsuit. We're gonna fine you. No, again, optics. Nobody wants to look like the asshole that told the guy who just lost the kid no. Just be real.
Well, they did tell him no before.
No, they did tell him no, but they also gave him some wiggle room. They gave him some wiggle room.
But they'd also look, if it comes to breaking the law, they're not going to look the other way when it comes to safety during a pandemic. Like, I understand what you're saying. Like, nobody wants to be the asshole, but they would be the asshole. There's like just no question.
I mean, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people who lose family members, who lose children, who lose parents, and who still get like fucked by studios.
But nothing happened, Caden. That's what I'm saying. Like, if something happened, sure, but nothing happened. Like, bringing it up doesn't matter. It was shot. It was done. Nothing happened. Bringing it up is just kind of like,
nothing.
Well,
happened
what we're talking
because it
about
wasn't put because it was not put in the movie. It was not profit off of. But if it was, and if it was like if there was some thing happened on there where it would have to involve the guild or like the studio,
right? But
then there would have been something. But there wasn't. But still, there's that concern that.
Sorry, I didn't even mean to go on that rant. By the way, I just like when it comes to certain things, like when people talk about this, it's like people always just forget and decide to like never bring up the fact that he lost a child during production of the movie, and everyone just seems to gloss over that fact. And I'm just like, this whole situation was a rare instance that this, and that's why I keep saying, like, even Matt said it, like, if it wasn't for that, like, yeah, were they trying to get rid of Zach? Probably, I would believe that. They probably wanted to move on because they wanted to do the Flash movie. They probably wanted to already have a story to build off of, things, erase the Justice League story, whatever. But if it wasn't for that, the Snyder Cut wouldn't happen, man. And people seem to forget that whole situation. Like, Zach wasn't being just a dick. Like, the man just lost a fucking child. Like, give him a little bit of a fucking pass. Like, come on.
Well, it wasn't. I mean, what we're talking here is by the time he got around to it, you're talking like almost 4 years since she had passed.
Yeah,
so it wasn't like just lost a child. But I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
I mean, it's not like you just lost a child. But
I understand.
You should know that like it doesn't. Yeah, but
things
like I
you
said,
can't just use. But the thing is that use.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't you say what I think you're gonna say, Kaden.
I'm sagging. You know what I'm about to say. But if you do that, that seems a bit like you're like trying to, and like I understand, but at the same time, it's like a bit of an a-hole move to be like, but this happened to me, so I have to do this. It's like you don't have to. You're just choosing to.
I'm sorry, because I'm Somebody's like, oh no, Saggy, he never lets his loss because it's part of the marketing strategy. Bro, it's not part of marketing strategy. Again, you seem like somebody who has not really suffered a great loss. The biggest loss that we deal with is losing your kids and losing your parents. Those are the biggest losses that people can deal with. When you lose a parent and you lose a child, okay? And here's the thing. My mother has been dead for about 8-9 years. I still, even though it's better, you still never get over that. You still never get over that. It comes and goes. Like some days you're fine. Sometimes you'll go a few months, you're completely fine. Then something will trigger you and remind you, oh, that's right, my mom is dead. Usually for me, that's fucking Mother's Day. So again, you can't sit there and say, oh, well, they use it. It's like that if people grieve in their own ways, sorry, but like you don't get to determine how people grieve or how long they grieve for. You don't get to determine that.
No one.
God forbid you ever lose somebody you care about like that, where somebody literally tells you, oh, it's been a few years, move on, move it along. Your mother died like friggin' 5-6 years ago. Move along. She's dead. Get over it. Come on, bro. Have some fucking empathy.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking lost on what you guys are talking about. Like, I don't know. You went one way and then you like off into this rant. I'm like, all right, no, I agree with what you're saying, but I'm just like, all right, I don't know. I don't quite know. I see Max is in the chat. Max is I sent him a link. James, like, what did I walk into? Nothing good. We've been on for almost 2 hours. All the good shit already happened. So
James comes in at the last minute, like, what? I miss all the good stuff.
James comes in like a real night owl Canadian.
Sorry, sorry to go on that rant, but
No, I'm just saying more or less, like, the thing you have to remember about all this. Oh, sorry. Yeah. That's right. H-Barts did leave a super chat tonight. It says here, asking, is Max a cultist? It's a very honest question. He's in chat. I also sent Max a link to come on if he wants to. So, to offer it up. If we could ask him the question if he's a cultist. He'll deny it, but I think that's pretty true. One thing to consider, though, with all this, again, talking about this hashtag, and that's kind of the whole point of all this shit, is that this is not something that will happen. All right? This is not something that will go forward. There's literally no way for it to happen. Netflix will not spend the money.
Well,
I mean, well,
what I
was just...
Shut the what?
I heard. What do you mean? I was gonna say I heard that if it's true, Apple's been trying to make a play for Netflix for a while, and I heard that they might be.
I heard that too. I heard that from Sean.
I heard that recently too. Oh yeah.
Well, I looked up articles too.
Right.
I looked up articles.
I'm like,
too,
wait a minute, where did I hear this from?
No, Sean did bring it up, but I looked it up.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. If let's say Apple buys Netflix, right? If that happens, they're still gonna have to it's so much stuff that goes into it. But we're not even talking about what we're talking about is the side of, let's say, Netflix buying, licensing these characters at this scale.
Well, also, I was just watching, this video on how IP licensing works. There's a couple different terms that there is. There's sole licensing, that means that that both of you can use the technology or whatever, the IP, but that you guys both have an agreement that when I'm using this thing, you can't use that. And you have to ask me, even though you have the sole license, you still have to come to ask me if I'm using it or not. And then there's also there's some other license where everything goes to you. And then, or if there's a supply and demand type of license where it's okay, if I give you something, I'm also going to sell you something as well with it. And there's a couple of things.
I think in this case though, just to keep it as simple as humanly possible, right? If they were to let's say if they were to license the Snyderverse, if you will, what does that even mean? Okay,
yeah, what does it entail?
It entails. I mean, if you ask them, they'll tell you it entails, the Emerald edition of Snyder Cut.
I know the fans have their
they have their idea.
What would Snyder and WB agree on to
animation?
like say this is the Snyderverse. What is that agreement on what the Snyderverse is, and how would Netflix benefit, and how would WB and Zach benefit?
Well,
and if there's a want to of benefiting off of that, if there's a need to benefit off of that, but it's like as James Gunn said that there is no want or need to benefit off of this, so the licensing would not make sense because there's no beneficial anything for both sides.
I mean, the only way I'm going to play devil's advocate here. The only way I see it ever happening is only animation. I don't think they'd let them do another live action. I think they would only negotiate for an animation.
Well, I mean, and that is the bare minimum on that one.
And also the thing is like beneficial, like there's a opinion on what beneficial means, but beneficial to IP licensing is what is the company thinks is beneficial. And if the company thinks there's no beneficial of wants and needs in this, then the licensing again wouldn't make sense. So although yes, like fans see a beneficial like need for it and want for it, but the studio and the streaming service does not. So it's like,
well,
so that's
yeah. There's also again like, and I'll get to this thing with H-Press here in a sec, but I think the idea here is, you know, if you ask the general fan, they just want like JL2 and JL3. All right.
Yeah.
And in simplest terms, that would be like, if this was on the table in simplest terms, that would probably be the only way to go about it. But it's this like, we want Man of Tomorrow or Man of Steel 2, Wonder Woman 3, the Batfleck movie, fucking Green Lantern movie, your mom high and dry getting railed by a dude. We want it all. It's just not going to there's just not going to happen. And like ever, you know, I mean, there's no conceivable way. And again, as I've said before, it would all be under the purview of DC Films, of Gunn and Safran. So whatever they wanted to do with it.
Because also like people are like, oh, look at Sandman. Sandman is under the purview of Jim Lee, and I can't remember her.
Because it's through DC Comics. It wasn't through DC Television.
DC Entertainment Comics. So it's different.
But also there's like a bigger concern that I really have is that like why would you cater to the mob? Because the moment you do, like, look what happened the first time. You gave in, you got the Snyder Cut, and then guess what? They want more. And if you keep giving in to them, they're going to what?
Keep wanting more. You give a mouse a cookie sort of thing.
Right. It's like I don't think that it would be very smart because, again, if they give in, it just the fans are just going to keep going. They're never going to ever stop. And even they say, well, we'll never stop. We'll never stop. Well, then they should never give in to you, because like I said, if you like I've told people many times, the best effective way to get the studios to listen is to talk in their language, and their language is dollar bill signs. Once you start hitting their wallets, a boycott, people say, oh, boycotts are stupid. They're stupid because no one ever goes through with it.
It's not about the boycott if you can effectively like target advertisers or something. But again, a worldwide boycott where you have a small but vocal fan base. And the thing is, though, is the goodwill offered towards that fan base, it largely is gone. Mm-hmm. All right. It's gone. And I say this because what we have is a situation where you have got no mainstream coverage of this. Variety didn't write about it. Deadline didn't talk about it. The Hollywood Reporter didn't talk about it. Collider, Slash Film. You had the Direct talk about it because of Wayne T. Carr, but they'll literally talk about anything DC related. And the only other outlet that I saw promoting it is Cosmic Book News. That's it. They're like bounding into comics, but like they're not as ideologically shitbaggy as bounding into comics. Like, you know, Matt McGloin is not as bad as John F. Trent, but it's still shitty as fuck, right? It's chud writing is all it is. But that's a lot of where we find the scenario is like no one is talking about it, like on the journalistic side of things, right? Or, you know, on the website side of things. Let me take a look. Let me see here. I haven't looked yet today. I just want to see.
I was gonna say real quick, you know, that whole number, the 300,000 tweets that went out, if 300,000 people actually, boycotted DC and didn't buy a single thing or watch any of their stuff for a while, the studio's be like, crap, that's 300,000 people.
But it's also
that
doubling
we couldn't get
up.
money off of.
Well, it's not even 300,000 people. Like I showcased it. It's like the people tweeting it at the same time, which is adding every time they tweet.
I get that. I'm just being like, if 300,000 people, because I know it wasn't 300,000 people, if that number was actually 3,000 people, and I'm putting air quotes, if they actually did do that and they stopped giving DC money, stopped watching all of their content, then they would start realizing that their numbers are hurting a little bit. Because that 300,000 is a lot to realize, like the numbers. They go by numbers and stuff.
Anyone who looks into it will just be like, it's the same thing as before. Someone will do an audit of it, and when they do, because there's companies that do the auditing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Warner's, if you recall, in that one piece by Tatiana Siegel in Rolling Stone, she had talked about Warner did an independent audit into it to look to see how it was going, and saw that there was a considerable amount of bots, 13% worth, and that even went into the whole idea about, the whole thing, even involving the Oscar stuff. The Oscars stood by their response because it's kind of too late to do. And notice how they didn't bring it back this year, right? Zack Snyder don't have a movie out this year, so they can't really do a fan favorite thing. But they did it last year as a way to boost shit, and it didn't boost anything, so they didn't bring it back because they knew that it's bullshit. But real quick, I did want to, this one thing here that HBarts had, sorry, I did have it up and then I got, all right, you and William need to debate the sell to Netflix. I don't think William and I kind of did privately in DMs, because I had kind of laughed about him coping last week. And then somebody told him that I had laughed at him coping last week. And then he DM'd me about it. And I was like, yeah. And William says, as long as there's demand, right, there will be engagement. And I'm like, but my response to that is like, don't you think that by shutting down the demand, it might benefit people on a mental health front? Like, it's just, at what point in time are you just going to continuously kick this can down the road, allowing the cancer to continuously fester and to go unabated and deterred and shit like that? Because that's where this side of things is. And, it's unfortunate that it's getting that way. Like when we saw that one tweet from Bat Dan, where he's like, I've been single for 28 and a half years. Fuck it. I'm just going to spend all day tweeting about selling Snyderverse to Netflix. Like, that's what getting no pussy does to a motherfucker. All right.
Yeah.
No, it's true. It's fucking true. Somebody sent me a message earlier today and they're like, have you noticed that like Geralt of Snyderverse has like done a 180? And I'm like, yeah, because that's what getting pussy does to a motherfucker. Calms you the fuck down, mellows you the fuck out, right? Like, these dudes are lonely. That's the thing we got to consider here. These people have wrapped their identity in this shit because they lonely. They're just, these are guys. No, I wish I would.
They did want to. One of them did want to fly Saggy and someone else out to LA.
That guy's real lonely. That guy's real lonely.
Onesie ain't happening.
Right? I'm just saying, now he could bait you with chocolate pie. Shut the fuck up.
No,
But
absolutely not. I'd rather get choked by Ezra Miller.
You hang out with him enough, you might. Anyway, don't drink. Just don't drink with Ezra, and you'll be fine. I think that's where
I'm
it's
gonna
at.
totally drink with Ezra.
You're just gonna bring up your what, cognac, whatever the fuck
My
you're into.
what?
You strike me as the kind of girl who like pours like Coca-Cola in her wine, not champagne, wine.
Bro,
like
I
$8
drink
Walmart
beer.
box wine beer. What
drink
kind of
beer.
beer?
Bud Light Lime.
Get the fuck out of it. It's like Zima, bitch. What the fuck you doing? You just drinking Zima.
I don't want to get too drunk, man. That's freaking piss water.
Well, yeah,
I'll
you're
take it.
you're drinking Bud. You ain't gonna get that drunk.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to get like totally fucking shattered. So Bud Light Lime, it's a balance, man. I'm a very responsible drinker. Jesus, I'm very responsible.
I'm a super responsible drunk, Your Honor.
I am.
I only drink the Bud Light with lime. Don't you know that lime fucking counteracts the alcoholic effect of booze?
Oh.
It's such a gringo thing too to put lime. What? They put lime in beer. I love lime in Corona. Like I love Corona.
Well, my mom loved it too, and then Bud Light came out with the lime already flavored in there. So I was like, you know what? And it's not bad. Like I said, it tastes like piss, but like it's fucking fine. It's like piss water. Fucking fine.
Have you ever had a Dos Equis?
No.
No, actually, that's pretty good. That's like a smoother Corona. I'm thinking of Tecate. Tecate sucks. That's like piss water. That's like squeegee fluid from the bottom of Corona factory.
I feel like I'm being judged for me drinking Bud Light.
You are being judged. You are being judged.
Listen,
I don't even drink booze, and I'm judging you for drinking Bud fucking Light.
Back in the day, when I would go to the bar,
gotta save on the calories so I can eat this chocolate pie 4 in the morning.
I would have 2 shots of tequila, 2 shots of tequila, the good shit, 2 shots of good shit tequila, and the rest of the night just Bud Light limes, and I'd be friggin' done. Like I'd be done.
So she's basically saying that she's a lightweight.
Oh, dude, I have a very low tolerance for fucking alcohol, which is great because it costs me less money to get shit faced. How much does it cost you to get shit faced? Probably like 40, 50 bucks, 20 bucks. And I'm good. I'm good.
No, I haven't. You do realize I have not had a beer since July of 2019. Like a full beer. I haven't had a beer since July 2019. I don't drink.
I don't really either. I am a social drinker, so if I'm not out and about, I'm a social drinker. If I go to like a party or like a wedding or something, I'll freaking drink, but fucking
I mean, if I wasn't like, well, I'll be fully honest with you. I'm on antidepressants, so I can't drink much anyway. But hold on here.
Told us about the antidepressants.
Yeah, Ash here says, I sent you a meme I made of Skywalker.
Oh no. I hate you. I hate you. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew. Would you get that on my Instagram? I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
He's standing outside, Sagi. What will you say?
I'd call the cops. Sir, officers, there is a man outside of my window. I think he might be dressed as a ninja. He's holding up a sign. I want to walk my dog, officer.
You said, ma'am, that he's dressed as a ninja? Yeah, look at his booties.
What does the sign say? Will you be my Valentine? Oh my god. You guys are evil.
That's Ash. That was from Ash Eternal did that. Take it up with them. That was funny.
Oh my goodness. I feel like I just want to throw up.
Here we go. And then H Bars for 2 says, let's get Gavin McGinnis as the new Superman. I don't know, man. If Gavin McGinnis was a new Superman, it would be nothing but like balls on chin constantly. Yeah, he might as well hold up a boombox. Exactly.
Please no, please. Did
we talk about Spidey 4? Yeah, already covered it. Just said they're working on a new script. That's really about it. There wasn't much. So anyway, yeah, I mean, that's basically about it. The whole thing's really fucking funny, and terrible at the same time. We'll have to wait and see. I just what I feel bad about is that so many people are just like caught up in this shit, and I'm hoping that they kind of wake up. I'd like to say that this is going to be it, right? That this is going to be the end, except it's not, and we all know that it's not.
Nope.
So because they're going to keep going at it. They're going to keep watch this fail, and then next month is going to be like, so sell Snyderverse to Universal, right?
Right?
Is that where we are? Sell to Universal? But yeah, okay. So I got a couple little things to watch. We got a quick thing here. Alex Jones and Joe Rogan talking about I guess aliens in 40K. Like Alex Jones in the 40K. These are pretty funny. This is short though, so from Command Unit here. Let's check this out.
Where do you think the contact with the aliens came from? When did that start?
I'm not going to get into it.
I need to hear about aliens.
I know you already know all this, Joe.
Hold on a second. But I want to ask you this because I don't know.
Oh, yeah, right. We're in contact with aliens.
Like what kind of shit?
Here's what's happening, because it's not just one group of aliens.
What's the different groups?
The big five.
Okay, tell me what's going on.
Let me begin. This is really, I'm telling you, Joe, this is a real deal.
We're listening to you.
Well, first off, elves is the main group.
Okay.
And they call them the elves. It's clockwork elves.
I don't think you're allowed to say that anymore.
There are bad things that look like elves that have horns when they show you who they really are. Damn. They're bad aliens.
I'm with you.
AI is alien.
Like a robot?
Yeah, they're like robots coming to kill you.
Jesus Christ.
The chimeras are alien.
And there's a hive mind sort of thinking to a lot of this.
They want the organs. I swear on my kids I told you the truth about that.
I believe you. I believe you.
They're coming after everybody.
Jeez.
It's a breakaway civilization, dude. We don't know what they got. Joe, they're control freaks.
Well, everybody's
That's why I'm so glad you're in the fight now. These guys are on stuff that like nobody even knows.
What do you think they're on?
Stuff they've been given.
Okay. I understand what you're saying.
You know, there's like armed guys with machine guns.
That is a group of people that were obsessed with combat.
About the most fearless killers there are.
Do you think that's from their heritage of war?
I mean, it's just like, it's mental illness, man.
Yeah. That's a fact.
Yo, Alex Jones is. I want to know what drugs that motherfucker takes because I need to get on that shit.
Well, it's pipeline,
Like-
LSD,
Like,
black tar,
holy
cocaine.
hell, bro.
Black tar cocaine. That's an oldie. That's bringing up some old shit.
Yeah. You know, he's on that old.
Yeah.
H first here says my name. It's like Caden's balls were dropping. Yeah.
It really was like, yeah.
Let's see here. H bar says my native heritage. Is that preventing you from watching The Flash? Like I don't know what's going on with that. I'm sorry. I'm never not gonna laugh at that. I'm never not gonna laugh at that.
H. Bart's was being held captive after he said that.
Probably.
There's clearly some parts missing.
Okay. Command Unit here says Elon Musk and Alex Jones watched the parody. That's a good parody. That's a solid parody. That was really funny. It was well cut.
Yes, he's talking about because he can't watch The Flash.
Yeah, that's the whole thing with RJ. Yeah. Yeah. I can't watch The Flash because of my Native American heritage. What?
My Native American heritage is saying, okay.
Lord,
I mean, like I'm not indigenous, but I was born here. Does that count?
No.
I don't know anymore.
I don't know. I mean, like, what
on
is
my mom's side? I'm Native American.
I'm 1% Italian. Does that grant me any kind of conversation? Can I get in on this one? Right. I mean, like, I'm 99% white, so like, all things considered, like, wouldn't I be like the ruling class anyway in this discussion? Like, well, you're the whitest one here.
You are the whitest one here.
I am, but I like diverse voices and diverse people.
Oh
I do.
God, that gave me a flashback to something.
I do. I like diversity. You know what? It's a good place to.
I like diversity and inclusion.
RJ is the white. H. says RJ is the whitest Mexican.
He really is, though.
Isn't his mom white?
I don't know.
Or is his dad white? One of his parents, I think, is white.
They're all white.
They're all white. RJ is like, yeah,
you can, that he's Mexican.
RJ is like, I'm Hispanic, and you're like, are you? And he's like, yes, but he's indoors all day, so like he doesn't have.
Well, William said when he saw him in person, he was darker in person. But I'm like, bro, like I don't know much. Like I know I'm light skinned.
It's all the freckles coming together.
I know I'm light skinned, but like even you could tell I'm a black chick. Like I mean.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I get a tan and I walk around San Diego and people start speaking Spanish to me and I'm like, I don't
No hablo
español, yeah. No habla. No. But I'll tell you this though. I'll tell you this. I am always so embarrassed of how I sound when speaking Spanish that I just get so fearful of speaking Spanish.
Oh.
You know?
You feel like it's offensive?
I feel like I'm being offensive to people. I don't want to be offensive to people. Like I go to this one taco shop. I don't speak any Spanish. I speak very little. Like, you know, like very rudimentary.
The
like
restaurant Spanish.
The restaurant, holdo, the chizo on the taco, like that. No. But like I go to this taco shop sometimes in the morning to get breakfast burritos, and like the guy working there is like doesn't speak English, and he's like a nice dude, but like doesn't speak English. you know, and I just want 2 red sauces, and I'm just like 2 red, and he always seems to like not understand me when I say it, and I'm all like, dos rojos, right, or whatever. I'm on like my phone. I'm on my like what they have. So their burrito, their breakfast burrito, I like is the potato, cheese and egg, and it's like, you know, but they offer it all day, but only between like 6 a.m. and 2 p.m. is their breakfast burrito time. But then after that, I can get that burrito, but it's called the desayuno burrito, right? And like, but I look at it and I'm just like, the desayuno, fuck. And I'm asking them all like, I'm all like, because their fucking speaker is shit. So I go up to the, you know, to the drive-thru. I'm like, can I get 2 desayuno burritos? And he's like, okay. And I'm like, fuck, did he say, okay, is it okay? Is it what, you know, whatever.
K.
Like K, like porque, what? I have no idea.
K
and then I'm
what?
just like, and like 2 desayuno, you know, because but see, at this point, I'm in my own head about it.
Hurting my ears even hear you tell this story.
Exactly.
Like,
I'm in my own head about it. You know, it's like I just, so I'm like, oh my God, am I offending this guy? Am I, you know, like, holy shit. Cause I don't want to make anyone feel like I can't talk to him. Right. Or like whatever. But it's like, you know, even now this dude knows me. And even this morning I went there to get a breakfast burrito. He fucking knows me. And he still like gave me 1 red and 1 green. And I'm like, dude, 2 red sauces, please. And he's just like, okay. Like, he fucking,
bro, my boyfriend, we went to a Mexican place and you know how like, it's like basically a Chipotle, but better, the one we went to. And he's like, he gets the part with the cheese. The guy's asking him, you know, what cheese he wants. And he's like, the queso. And so the dude puts on the queso and he's like, what are the cheese do you? He's like, and what else do you want? He's like, in the sprinkled cheese. And he wasn't paying attention. So when he got it, there was like a shit ton of cheese on his bowl. He's like, why is there so many cheese? I'm like, because queso is the cheese in Spanish. I was like, so you basically, because you said queso twice and he put the liquid cheese on it and the shredded cheese, and he was so pissed.
He was like, oh, he wants more cheese. Great.
Yeah, basically the guy looked at him too, like he was crazy.
He was like,
yeah. He's like, man,
like,
white
what?
people do sure love their cheese.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
he likes queso.
Yeah, he likes queso.
Queso.
He did. He said queso twice, and then the guy put like multiple.
He put
cheese
the
on
melted,
there.
the queso sauce and.
Yes,
shredded
and
cheese?
the shredded cheese. Yes, it was
Oh my
hilarious.
God.
well, I mean, like, that doesn't sound terrible, to be honest with you.
No, but it's just like
It's just a lot of it's a lot of cheese, dude. Like it was so
Yeah.
much.
I understand that entirely. I'm just saying it's like in those, because I love Mexican food. It's my favorite food.
Same.
So I'm like, I like to, you know, I understand that, like, you know, there's a cultural divide, and they, you know, I don't want to ever come across, because there's a lot of fucking dicks out there. They're like, I want a burrito. You know, if you're going to be in our country, you got to feed me a burrito. Like those kind of fucking assholes. You know who I'm talking about. And it's like, I don't want to ever fucking make anyone feel like I don't value their time, because I love the food and the people are so cool and shit. So I always feel really self-conscious about when it comes to speaking other languages, like especially if there's like an accent. You know what I mean? Like, because then I feel like I feel, because maybe, you know what it is? Maybe it's just like I've like had all that shit beaten into my fucking head throughout all the years of being on the internet, right? It's all like, no, you can't say that. You know, you're not part of the culture. Like, it's cultural appropriation if you speak. Like, I don't even know. But I would love to learn Spanish. I think it'd be great. I know I'd like, because it's like I like Mexico. Mexico's a nice place. Parts of it. Resort parts of it.
Parts of it.
I just love how he's like, I don't want to speak Spanish because I might feel like I'm going to sound offensive. And it's like, but I want to learn Spanish so I can sound.
Well, it's like I can't rap, but I want to rap.
I
right?
understand.
Like I can't rap, but I still freestyle in my car, and it sounds god awful even to me. You know?
You're like, oh, I'm terrible.
I'm all like, yeah, like I'm working on bars in my car, and I'm all like, from the top of the mountain, I dropped the boulder. Like, I'm like, all right, that sounds like three. Where the fuck does that go? And then I got like, now that I'm 4 years older, what the fuck does this even mean? Like, yeah, I just like, you know, normally if I just try to freestyle, it just evolves into me saying fuck over and over again.
I literally, as soon as you said the boulder, and then I was like, and I'm blank years older. That's
yeah, right. It
like
flows
it
and
just
shit.
it
Yeah,
flows that
yeah.
way. But then you're like, how do I go off of that?
How do I go? I can't even write music. I can't. Yeah, I'm like the worst. This is why I hate that MC Jarbo guy, because he fucking made me a rapper, like the worst rapper ever. But it's like, god damn it, he found a rhythm, you know. And it's like, fuck. Like shit. At least there's a couple of tracks where I'm not the villain, so like I can
There
at
should
least
be
like
a collab between MC Jarbo and Ice Spice. That will hit the charts like crazy.
We'll do a rap about the Snyderverse. That'll be that. We got Jess here for 2. Thank you. Says, if you are from Spain, you are Hispanic or European.
Hispanic.
That's yeah, but I'm not. Our H Bart's here says, I speak no Spanish. I mean, that well, he well no, H Bart's is Hispanic and he speaks no Spanish. Like I had a buddy of mine like that in LA. He was like, you know, total first generation, right? Like his fucking grandfather gave him nothing but shit because he didn't speak any Spanish. And he just tells he looks at me, he's like, I don't see the reason why I have to learn it. I never go there. And I'm like, yeah, but like your heritage, right? And he's like, yeah, I never go there. So like, he's like, what the fuck's the point?
Sure. Yeah, no.
Yeah, he's just like, he's like, I go there and it's like no agua.
No agua.
No agua.
No agua.
No agua. Right? Like, you know, and his last name is Gomez. And he, you know what I mean? Like, and he knows like nothing. He knows like, nothing.
No
agua. You know,
No
and
agua.
I had a buddy of mine move. He exchange student from Mexico City, moved from Mexico City to my neighborhood growing up in Oregon, like in like the 4th grade and shit. His name is Oleg, right? OLEG. That's his name and stuff. And he's like a weird conservative Hispanic guy, because now we're still friends on Facebook, and he'll be like, he'll say some shit about the border, and I'm like, see, you can say it. Right? You know, no, I'm kidding.
Yeah, build that wall, Trump.
No, but he's like, I'm like, oh, you ever want to go back to Mexico? And he's all like, fuck no. I left that place for a reason. Like, it's just, you know, it's such a weird concept. I think I wanted to do a documentary called American Refugee. Like when Trump got into office, I thought about this and I was all like, what if we did a documentary that was trying to seek political asylum in Canada, you know, because of our political beliefs and the new guy coming on in, and just go through the process, mostly just to kind of be like a cheeky fucker, making one of those like Vice level documentaries for clout, I guess. I don't know. It never went anywhere past the idea phase, which was just like one thought. Anyway,
pray for you.
You pray for me. You pray for me. H Bart's here for 5. Thank you. Says my supervisor changes his accent to whoever he's talking to. It comes off as retarded. Some people do that. Some people do that. They'll change their.
So weird. Like, oh, jeez.
Some people, I've seen people do that before, right?
Bro, my mom used to do that all the time. It's called code switching, by the way.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
My mom used to do that all the time. Whenever she was mad at me, she'd be in her like black woman voice, like, I can't believe I gotta call the fucking school now. This is fucking bullshit. Then she'd call the fucking school. She'd be, hi, this is Saki's mom. And I'm just like, yo, she put on the white lady voice real quick after being all hood for like an hour, bitching at me about having to call the goddamn school.
Well, that's like when you're like a white kid in the suburbs during the 90s, you know, when like we had that strong rap influence, because we did. We very much did.
Oh,
it was like
on that.
What is it? Is it what's that Jamie Kennedy movie?
Oh no, there's.
Oh my god, I love that movie though. That movie is such a good.
I'm trying to remember if it's full on that or if it was just like a good 30 minutes of an actual documentary.
I mean, I'm sure there is. Because like the thing is,
oh,
though,
you know, it's that 90s. It's that series that like CNN had where they'll go through the decades.
Oh, the 90s.
Yeah, and then they had like an episode on music and rap, and then there was like 30 minutes of it was talking about the rap influence on white kids in the suburbs.
Yeah, a lot of influence. It really did. Like, it really
did.
did. I mean, like I remember when I was a senior in high school, I even wore FUBU. Now, to be fair, I had one fucking shirt. All right, I had one, and what that was my friend was like, she was more of a popular kid, and like I wasn't, obviously, And then she was like, "Hey, why don't we do some clothes shopping and I'll help you get some nice clothes and shit." And so we went out and like I think fucking like
Was this a white girl?
No, she's Hispanic.
Yeah, that's why.
You know, and everything. People liked her, whatever. And she's like, "Yeah, here, get a FUBU." And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, like, this is for us, by us, and I ain't us. She's like, "It's fine."
You know what?
A Target?
No, I don't want to say it and have it misunderstood, and then you get in trouble.
Oh, wait, does it start with a W?
Yes.
Oh, right, yeah. What's funny though about that is
confused now. What?
No, it's
I'll type it in the chat because I don't want to. Because I don't.
Yeah.
It's you don't know what. Come on, man.
I
W.
Yeah.
Come
Now.
on,
Come on, Jaden.
I wasn't really paying attention.
Come on.
How are you?
Last
You are a
5
fake
seconds.
black boy. I swear to God. you are a fake black kid. I swear.
Wow.
The fact that you didn't know that term.
I mean, are you? Oh! Did you guys ever hear? This is a couple of years ago. That there was a thing where people tried getting around saying the N-word by saying nibba.
Oh my God!
Did you ever hear that?
I just used to say ninja.
My school was filled with that. Like they would white kids would be saying nibba like this about
all the time,
nibba,
right? Yeah, all the time.
It
Yeah,
would piss me off. And I'm
you're like, just say it, right? You're like, just fucking say it.
If you want to say it, go ahead and say it this one time in your life and get it over with, right?
Because it's not just one time, Kaden.
I know it's more than one time in private. I'm sure he said they say it pretty much probably all the goddamn time. But like, geez.
Wait, no. What you want? Here's the thing, right? So I go. This is in the fall of 2018. I go to LA. I go to one of YouTube's training courses. They invite me down for 2 days, right? I'm there. The very first day, we're talking, and the woman brings up, she's like, "Okay, so we're gonna watch a video, an example of a video." She brings up PewDiePie, and in the video, he's talking about something, and then he just goes like, "Nibba, look," and he says it, and I perk up, and I'm in the back of the room, and I perk
You're
up.
like, "What?"
And I'm like, "What?" And
What did
then
he say?
no one else got it. And the girl doing the presenting was African American. And I'm like, yo, no one got that. Like I looked at the dude next to me who was like a hardcore right winger at the time. And I'm like, you get it, right? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, all right. And now funny thing is that guy is now a fucking avowed leftist. It's so funny. Ditched all that right wing shit. And he's all now like trans rights matter and debate anybody. It's kind of funny how having kids changes people. Remember, what pussy does to a motherfucker, right?
Well, we see that sometimes it doesn't change people.
Yeah, some people.
That sounds like something somebody who ain't getting pussy would say.
Yeah, you pussyless motherfucker. See, today's the day we can shame people for not getting pussy. I think today's the day, right?
Yeah.
The 14th, because like if you alone on Valentine's Day, you could pay for it.
No,
I mean you kind of already do.
Or you could just hashtag sell sex.
Yeah, is that? I don't know if that's going to give you the sexual release you're desiring, but you could give it a shot. You know,
I mean, the mentality to share that tweet or tweet that up, you have to have the mentality that you want to send 2 girls out to your location to show them a good time. So that's the mentality you have to have. And I don't have
that
that
shit
mentality.
still to this day is like weird, and then people try to justify. He's gonna
he didn't mean that.
He's gonna he didn't mean it like that. He's just gonna have you guys come out and you guys just have you two just go have fun, and he's not gonna hang out with you. I'm like, who the fuck spends like all that money to fly 2 people out, put them up in a hotel room, and not hang out with them?
Right?
Like,
yeah,
what?
Yeah, that's kind of a thing, Like, I mean, him flying you out, like that expectation is on the table. Like, I'm just saying, like, as a, there's like that, if I can, it's not like this dude. Nah, you could like spend that same money, go to the strip club. Okay. Go to the strip club, drop 500 on one girl. There you go. Buddy of mine did that all the time. Literally would do this. And he would like sleep with these women. That's actually how I ended up dating a stripper in 2014. Because he had overpaid her friend and they hooked up outside of the club. And then we kind of all hung out one night, and I ended up kind of dating her friend for 4 months.
You're a whore.
No. That situation, there was a lot of meth involved. I didn't know about it at the time. And then
Did you do the meth?
I've never done meth. No. She hid it from me. Which now explains why I was kept awake for like 56 hours. That was a weird fucking experience. I'm not going to talk about that here, but like that was a weird one. Because like I'm pretty sure that I was the victim of some kind of weird kind of assault during that time. That's a whole other fucking conversation. But just all I'll say is this: you ever meet anyone out there that's all like, I can heal you by getting you in a hot tub? Don't do it when you've been awake for 2 days.
Okay.
It's weird. Okay, I'll put it to you guys like this, right? So this guy was fucking weird. He basically was like trying to like, I think he was trying to talk me into some weird sex shit. Okay. So he was helping me. I had Achilles tendonitis. He said he was a healer. He could help me out. I was in pain. I was tired. So I'm like, okay, we go into this hot tub. He's trying to talk me into, he's like talking to me and whatever. And it was a kind of a weird vibe. And then I forgot to go to the ATM to get the money to pay him. It was like $70 or whatever. Right. And as I'm get out of the hot tub and I get changed and I go back out, he just goes like, he's like, hey, when you come back, did you want to sit in on this next session? And I'm like, well, what's the next session? And he goes like, and there was a couple that was there, right? There's this man and woman and him. And he just goes, he's like, well, they're having intimacy problems, right? Like she's having trouble sucking his dick. And I'm going to show her how to do it.
Oh my God.
And then he goes, but this guy's dick is like a baby's arm holding an apple. Do you want to come back? And I'm like, I mean, now listen, to be fair, I had been awake at this point for 2 fucking days.
Oh no.
Okay. Like hanging out with meth addicted strippers and other friends of mine who like, I didn't fully know were on meth, but like, I was really wondering why they were so energetic. And then, I go into this situation. This is like 2004. I was 22. So I kind of like naively went into the situation. And you know what? I walked out of there and I get in my car and I'm driving to the ATM and I went like, man, fuck that. And I just left. Like, it was fucking, that summer was so goddamn weird.
So basically this guy's like, do you want to watch me suck somebody's
Yeah.
dick?
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure like it was some other shit as well. Like, because I was a virgin at the time and I told this to the guy and I think he was like trying to like put me in a situation where like that wasn't going to be a thing, like that would have come up or some shit like that.
You came to me as a boy, you're leaving as a man.
That's maybe what it was, but I'm like, not the way that I would want to, like I got nothing against people who love to suck dick. I'm just not a fan of sucking dick. I'm not going to do it. So, but if, whatever, like, and I don't want to watch another guy. This is like a 40-some-year-old dude, a 50-year-old guy, like sucking some other guys. Like, no, that ain't what I'm here for. So again, ever since then, none of those like fucking off the books healers and shits, man. I'm like, I got a problem. I'm fully insured. I go to the fucking I go to ER. I go to urgent care. You know what I mean? Like that's where I go.
Yeah, where you get the actual good meth.
Yeah, I get the good oxycodone and shit for fucking painkillers. Yeah. Like I don't got to buy it off some seedy guy, in a back alley somewhere. I just, dude, all I'm saying is like the shit you get into when you're younger, when you because you will find yourself in these situations without even realizing it. That's what I'm talking about, and things have a tendency of spiraling. And if you don't catch it early on, you can find yourself in some weird ass situations. And that's kind of the moral of today. Those people out there that are pushing this hashtag, they found themselves in some weird ass situations.
And poor Wayne T. Carr, they dragged him.
Poor Wayne T. Carr. Anyway, here, HWAD is for $2. Thank you. Says RJ stands for Reginald Johnson, his white name. Except,
oh my God, did you just dead name him?
No, Reginald Johnson is fucking Carl Weathers from Family Matters. That's the name of the actor who played Carl Weathers in Family Matters.
No, I know, but I just talked about
Reginald Vell Johnson is his name, but I mean, yeah. No. You don't know RJ's real name?
Yes, I know RJ's real name.
Is that doxing RJ? It's not doxing RJ. Dead name. It's not dead naming him either.
I was just messing with you.
Transphobe.
Wait, what?
Jeez.
I didn't play. First of all, I didn't play
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Wait, I didn't play
What?
Hogwarts Legacy, although my boyfriend did buy it, so he might be the transphobe, not me. I did not buy.
I haven't got it yet. I've been getting a lot of DMs from people asking me if I've gotten it. I'm like, I've been too busy. Look, I've been playing the Hitman
They're
freelancer
asking
mode.
They can put you on that site.
Yeah, they will put me. Yeah,
No, they took it down.
they took,
I know.
yeah.
That
But
was-
no, I've been
that's
playing
kinda
Hitman freelancer, which is so much fun. All right, HR said $2 more says my school has an obsession with snorting Smarties.
They still do that?
If you ain't snorting Pixie Sticks, you ain't doing it right. All right, like you do fucking Smarties. That's disgusting. Pixie Sticks are like pure ass sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fuck's wrong with y'all? Y'all fucking
Oh,
kids are weak sauce, bro.
Yeah, I remember there was this like thing where like they weren't like they were like fake snorting it, and then they would just like eat it. But like, geez, some of these kids in my school, man, like especially the grades under me, were just stupid idiots.
Basically, all of them are.
Oh, they
Yeah.
all are.
Bro, we are literally off the
Oh, some of my
generation
classmates
that
are
was
too.
doing the Tide Pod fucking challenge. Enough said.
Oh, yeah. I one thing is that I dissociate with my generation because they're
The fuck did you say, Kaden? This a what?
disassociate.
Okay, you said it all fucked up, and either that or I'm just really tired. It could be probably both.
Probably a bit of both.
Matt smells like asshole. I just want to point that out.
How
What?
the fuck would you know if I smell like asshole?
There was like this quiet
The
moment, and
only
then
part of
Saggy
me,
says that.
yeah, the only part of me that would smell like asshole is my asshole. Okay.
I don't know why that was funny to me. Just random silence. It's like, that smells like asshole.
Smells like an asshole. Oh, Carl Winslow's everything. I'm not Carl Weathers. I am getting tired though. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
time to end.
Am I going to sing?
Stop. During Black History Month too? Wow, Matt.
During Black History Month too. Wow.
Yeah. You know,
Damn, cancel.
I don't got to come back to that. I don't have a comeback to that. That's...
Well, you can't. You shouldn't. You shouldn't have a comeback. It's Black
Black
History Month.
folks, the Black folks this month. This is how I think it's funny. Like how people are like, "Oh my God, Black History Month." Yo, Black people be fucking so hard with white people on Black History Month. Yo, you're gonna do that on Black History Month? What?
I just love it. It's hilarious.
On Black History Month,
In
nonetheless,
Black
y'all
History
gonna do
Month,
that?
you're gonna do that? Wow.
You gonna do that on Black History Month?
Wow. Yeah. I mean, is it
like-
is it just me or is it like kind of fucked up that Black History Month is on the shortest month of the year?
Oh, every person.
I'm sure
Black
everyone
person
says that, but you know what I've noticed this year though? I've noticed that the blatant commercialism of it is not around. That
No,
or I've
not
just not
anymore.
gone anywhere.
Yeah.
But like, well, a
I
couple
haven't
years ago,
seen-
well, the JCPenney had this massive Black History Month display, right, at my mall like 2 years ago, and we go in there and like maybe it was last year. We go in there at like middle of the month, and there's this like huge Africa is King fucking section, right? And we I know, right? We walk in, and it's like all these like reds and blacks and yellows and all this stuff, and I look at my girlfriend, I'm just like. You know, we live in Olympia, right? Like it's mostly white people. Like what the, like, is anyone even buying this shit?
You know what's sad?
That's so
we will never get to taste the Juneteenth ice cream.
I think that is kind of a shame.
It was red velvet.
It was.
Really?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was red velvet flavor. Yeah,
They
red
fucking
velvet.
took away red velvet flavored Juneteenth ice cream? That's so stupid.
I mean, I just don't know what Walmart was thinking.
No,
That
well,
was
I mean,
weird.
yeah, those companies are great.
What the fuck were you thinking, Walmart? Juneteenth ice cream? Okay.
Well, it could be
Whoa.
worse.
Reparations, my man. They get them ice cream flavors.
I was
Oh,
gonna
God.
say something, but I don't want to offend anybody. But I was just gonna be like, Y'all N-word want ice cream?
Here's your Juneteenth ice
It's your
red
Juneteenth
velvet.
ice cream. We know you N-words love yourselves some red velvet ice cream.
And it has taste. And then on the label, it just says "tastes like freedom."
Oh.
Like that was the worst. That was the worst thing Walmart ever did, is try to come up with a fucking hey, remember when y'all N-words got freed? Here's some ice cream.
Well, what's funny about the Juneteenth thing is it's not even like when slaves were freed. It was the last people to find out slaves were freed.
Yeah.
So like think about like that's even kind of, I mean, it's not like worse, but it's like it's one of those things where it's like just imagine being those people. I'm sorry, how long have we been free? Oh, you motherfuckers.
Right?
Like Lincoln abolished it when?
When?
Oh, you motherfuckers. You know?
It's like, you know what? We actually deserve those reparations now that you are delaying some announcements.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that was
the post office down?
Right?
Like, you know?
That was just the funniest thing. I remember when that was a huge thing, and everyone kept asking me, "Did you hear about the Juneteenth ice cream?" And I was like, "What?" I didn't even know Juneteenth was a thing, and then I had to look it up. I was like, "Oh, that's not good, Walmart. What you doing, bro?"
Well, now it's a federal holiday, so that's good. Yeah. You know?
Yo, let me tell you, the fucks that most Black people give about all these holidays that are catered to us are like, the first thing I ask, right? Does that mean I don't have to go to work that day? That's all we care.
What,
like,
or
I'm
call
free.
in for
I'm
MLK
free.
Day and Juneteenth. Be all
Well,
like,
you know what's funny? When I worked at this job, right? And then we got sold to another company. So we had to sit down with the HR of the new company so they could kind of just sit down and tell us about like the holidays that their company doesn't acknowledge that we used to acknowledge. So they were going down the list of holidays that they still work on, which we would be working on. Then for some reason, I kid you not, this woman, this old white woman, she looks me, she goes, Martin Luther King Day, we don't acknowledge as a holiday. And then she looked right at me, made eye contact, and she's like, not like it's not an important holiday or anything. And I'm like, this bitch.
Oh,
do I look like the type of bitch that celebrates Martin Luther King Day? I'm just pissed off that we don't get that day off anymore.
What's so interesting is that like someone brought it up is that like we went from celebrating like a liar and a killer and a slave owner in September or whatever that day, whenever
Columbus Day. Columbus Day, right?
To now like celebrating freedom of slavery, like.
But we still have Columbus Day
within
off.
a year. Yeah, we still
have Columbus Day.
But they changed the title of it, guys. It's Indigenous People Day now. It's still like people still call it Columbus Day. Like,
you know what sucks about having
it's called Columbus Day in most of the country still.
Right, but you know what sucks about having Juneteenth be like an actual holiday now? Because now you got all them racist people out there like, damn, they gave them more. They got more holidays.
Yeah, but you get a day off too. So
what holidays do we get?
Everyone gets a day off.
Everyone gets a day off, right? We all get a Juneteenth. We all get to celebrate the end of slavery.
Wait, you get Juneteenth off now?
It's a federal holiday.
Federal holiday.
Oh,
that was like Joe Biden's first fucking executive decision, or some shit like that. Like literally, he was
Joe
all like,
Biden. "Oh, this is
literally, yeah." He went
I
in
love
there.
Black people. I'm gonna give him a federal holiday.
I mean, that was like one of his first things that he did.
I fucking can't, bro. Joe Biden, yo.
We had Obama for 8 years, didn't get Juneteenth Day, right? We get Joe Biden for a day.
And then Joe Biden, the vice
comes
president,
right on,
and then that comes in like 12 years later. It's like, I'll give y'all what you want.
DeSantis will come in and get rid of it, though. Watch that happen.
God.
Watch that happen. DeSantis will come on in, right? They'll give us. Here's the thing: they'll do Juneteenth, but they won't give us fucking election day. I'm okay with Juneteenth. I think that should be a holiday. Fine, great.
I think a lot of things that. Like MLK, the thing is MLK Day. I'm like, that used to be a federal holiday, right? Or
still
was
is.
it?
Still is.
It still is. Okay.
Still is. Yeah.
Ryan, you listen. The news is so depressing. I don't watch the news. God damn it. All right.
I remember there was a point where the news was just on the TV, to then it was never on the TV. Like, I just remember that just happening over the pandemic, like where it was on the TV constantly for the first year of the pandemic, and then never again.
What?
When's election day? When's election day again?
second Tuesday of November is
That's
election day.
bullshit. Because sometimes it falls on my birthday, sometimes it doesn't.
No, but I think I agree with Ryan. It should absolutely be.
It should be.
It should be election day.
And honestly, because if you give it a federal holiday, then you don't give any excuses of why no one can vote.
Well, you know what's so funny about that? Like, real quick though, H bars for $2. Thank you. According to Chobot, it's Columbo Day.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, he's still making videos about me.
He is?
You're lying.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Hold on
what
here.
did you do, bro?
You know what, man? It's just one of those things. It's just one of those.
That is so
where
weird.
I guess I'm just like, this was 3 months ago.
So clearly he's not still making videos of it 3 months ago.
Well, this is no. Okay, here, I'll show you guys this real quick. So this is like people who've mentioned me on YouTube. I forgot about this. He's the only one who mentions me.
God damn.
You know, I hate $3 Theater nowadays. He is pathetic. He has not to kick me out of his YouTube channel 2 years ago. He ain't worth my time.
Yeah, you talk about him a lot.
So
God damn. Well, ain't that some shit? That's crazy.
It's over, Snyderverse.
yeah, but look, I don't even have this channel. Oh, I have the Matt Jarbo, but it's like $3 Theater Matt Jarbo 1 year later. Right? Like that's how upset he is. He's like 1 year later. Oh, you guys can't even see that. I'm sorry. I thought it popped up on the thing. Here we go. Look, this is.
Jeez, he can't even format his videos correctly.
He can't, and the sound is so bad.
Hey everybody, it's your favorite YouTuber and YouTuber of the Pop Goes Open. The #1 YouTube world. It's time for
what?
Matt Jarbo won a $3 Theater 1 year later. Now Matt Jarbo was a YouTuber that started in 2011. He does his nightly podcast called Hollywood After Dark.
I don't know.
He's giving you advertisement, even though 20 people have watched this.
I mean, he's not even Anthony was like, yeah, he's the biggest hater. He's not even really a hater. He's just like, I'm sure he's even watching right now. You know, I mean, Anthony, turn your phone the right way, brother. Come on, man. And turn off your air conditioner and all that shit. Yeah, I don't know.
There's ways you can make your videos look appealing without doing much.
Have you thought about artificial intelligence? Rationaler says, go on his Twitter. He has me blocked.
Ooh,
on
he
Twitter.
blocked you?
Yeah, he did block me a while ago on Twitter, and he'll still tweet about me. Like he tweets about me from behind a block, and then some other guy will message me and be like, he's talking about you again. I'm like, dude, I don't even fucking my God, man. I don't even fucking care. I mean, no, I agree. The guy has got issues 100%. But what pissed me off was just it was a holiday, and my kid had school, and he got mad that my kid had school, and he starts bitching about it. I'm like, I took my daughter to school last year, and now I take both my kids to the same preschool. So it's and on next year I'll take my youngest one.
Fuck you.
Yeah, that was double. Yeah, yeah. You know what it's like wrangling a 3-year-old at 8 o'clock in the morning to get in the car.
Don't you talk about my babies like that.
My kid. I do pay attention to super chats. Oh, right. Sorry, I did miss this one. That is my bad. Andy. I'm sorry. We did. A lot came in, and I missed it. I apologize. Andy here says, do you really think that these so-called fans believe in all this? What is coming after being passionate, being stupid? I mean, being stupid and being passionate, generally kind of like a Venn diagram that pretty much overlap in the middle. A big factor of it, in my opinion, just has a lot to do with the fact that these guys are passionate, but they just need to be told that it's over. The problem is they don't have closure in a way that they accept, right? They just don't have closure. And so what they have is an echo chamber of a lot of people that are just
mentally stunted babies.
I don't even know who can say that it's over? Even I don't even think Snyder can say it's over, and they'll still try to fight for it.
Oh, dude, if Zach says it's over, they will turn on him so fast.
They'll be like, "How dare you say that?"
We
Zach?"
fought for 50 years, and now you're saying it's over.
Like, he's like, "Oh, I'm starting the Rebel Moon universe, guys. It's over."
You know, I actually argued with somebody on Twitter, I thought was a Snyder bro, and he shocked the shit out of me because we were arguing over Snyder stuff, and he basically said something about. I said something about his username because it was like Snyder cut something. I was like, you have Snyder in your name. How sad is that? And then he goes, well, your name is Saggy. How sad is that? I'm like, yes, my name is Saggy. Something that will eventually happen to my melon someday. How's that Snyderverse going for you? And then he responded with, it's going good. But his reaction, like he showed pictures when he said it was going good, and it was Rebel Moon and Army of the Dead. And I was like, oh, you're not the DC Snyder bro. You're actually like a Zach fan. And I shut my mouth. Because like that's what I'm like. If you're a Zach fan and you're supporting what he's doing now, props to you. If you consider his verse, what he's doing now, 100% respect, I shut my mouth. I was shocked to see that because he does have Snyder cut in his name. So that's why I was like, interesting.
Yeah. Well, a lot of those guys, they have like, if you look, they just have all that stuff, right? So I don't know. God. All right. I have to do it.
Oh God, are you gonna fucking sing?
Look, it was $100.
Oh my God, Todd! If Todd even here, maybe you can get.
I don't know if Todd is here. We did throw it through an AI generator. That did happen.
Are you gonna actually sing?
I'm gonna try.
Or AI sing.
The problem though is that it's a 5-minute and 37-second song.
Oh hell to the no!
So
you gotta shorten that shit up.
I don't know. It's all the same. Fuck.
It's $100. You better do it.
I fucking don't like karaoke. I love karaoke, but I don't like karaoke on StreamYard because like it fucks with my hearing. God.
It makes you feel better. We don't like your karaoke either. It fucks with our hearing too.
Well, I'm glad we're on the same page. All right, I'm glad we're on the same page.
We're all on the same page.
We're all on the. Listen, okay, we'll quickly do this. We'll quickly do this. Someone throw a counter $100 super chat. I won't do it. It's counter.
You ain't getting that money, bro.
Damn it! I know. So close to getting a PS5. So close. No, I know. I
hate this, Todd. I mean,
this is one of those things. God damn it. All right. I guess we're going to have to try it. I'd suggest everyone exit the stream now. I'm not singing the Buzz song. I'm not doing that. I'm doing this one. The
Piano Man.
The Matt Jarbo's Puffalicious Nipples guys. That's the AMBW guy. Remember him? Saggy?
Saggy went silent.
I sure did.
You remember him? Yeah, you remember him. That's him. That's him, by the way.
You serious?
Rash, I'll counter super chat.
Oh God! If I get another fucking email, I swear to God.
Or I mean, you give me Hogwarts Legacy, we'll fucking go the other direction. I'm just saying. No, I'll fucking do it. You guys, karaoke always loses Jarbo's viewers. That is true, but like a year ago, or a little over a year ago, we did a karaoke night, and it was like a $700 night. So I can't complain about it when it's always. But this is just, God, I hate it when it's songs I don't know. I kind of know it a little bit. Is it just? Do I have to do the whole fucking thing? All right, it's 5. Oh my God. Okay, God damn it. I'm gonna botch this. I'm gonna botch this so fucking bad.
I hate this. I hate everything.
Oh my God. Then like mute yourself and walk away.
No, because I have to.
Do you ever see that episode of The Walking Dead with the flowers? All right.
No, I'm not gonna look at the flowers.
Just let Carol do what she has to do, and you walk away.
No, because now it's like a trash fire. I can't keep my eyes off it. Oh God, here we go. Just do it. Just rip it off like a Band-Aid.
Oh my God. I don't know the lyrics. I'll try.
Oh my God.
Wasn't this in like The Watchmen?
Yeah, this is a good song.
Okay. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin.
Not bad. That was actually good.
He says, son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes. La la dee da la, I can't lie, dee dee da da da. Like, yeah. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling alright. Thank God for instrumentals, right? Yeah. Like, take your time. Feel free. Now John at the bar is a friend of mine. He gets me my drinks for free. And he's quick with a joke or to light up your smoke, but there's some place that he'd rather be. He says, Bill, I believe this is killing me, as I smiled and ran away from his face. Well, I'm sure that I could be a movie star if I could only get out of this place. Oh, la 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 dee 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 da. I should know this, right? But I just can't get it.
Yeah.
Now Paul is a real estate novelist who never had time for a wife.
He just spoke it.
Now he's talking with Davey, who's still in the Navy, and probably will be for life. And the way I'm just gonna talk it. I'm just gonna talk. It's what I got. All right. And the waitress is practicing politics as the businessmen slowly get stoned. Yes, they're sharing a drink they call loneliness, but it's better than drinking alone.
$100.
This is torture. It's fucking torture.
What's
Is it almost over?
No.
No. Sing us the song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling alright. It's pretty good crowd for a Saturday, and the manager gives me a smile, 'cause he knows that it's me they've been coming to see, to forget about life for a while. And the piano, it sounds like a carnival, and the microphone smells like a beer. And they sit at the bar and put bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here? Oh, la la la, dee dee da. La la dee dee da da dum. This song ever fucking end? Sing us the song, your piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright.
I just love it when he does the la-di-da.
Oh, thank fucking God. Thank fucking God. Thank fucking God.
Like, I love how halfway through that you just started fucking just reading it.
I don't know. I'm not gonna. No, I know I botched the song. Are you gay?
That was the point.
That's the
why
point.
they pay
That
That's why
people
they pay
will pay it to have me butcher fucking songs. Like, you guys have to understand this, right? Like, it is bad. It is bad.
Oh
bad.
my God, we should
Every
totally
time
sing a
when
duet.
I just remembered
what's
Tiny
it?
Horse from Parks and Rec because
Can
that's basically
we do Pink featuring Nate Roos? We could do a duet.
No. I
Just
spiced
do
Little
it.
Pig,
bang bang
Gangsta Boo.
bang, guys, all of us,
Yeah, we could do it
all
like a
three
duet.
of us.
We could
Wait,
do a
we
duet.
Bang,
we
bang,
could we
bang.
what you want to do? Like, you want to do wet ass pussy?
What?
Wop. There's some hoes in this house. There's some
There's
hoes
three
in
people:
this house.
Jesse J,
Some
Aaron
hoes
Grande,
in
and
this
No,
Nicki
we could do
Minaj.
it right there. We could do just
You
a
can be Jesse
little
J,
bit,
Matt.
just a little
Saggy
bit,
can be
you know.
Nicki Minaj, and I can
Bro,
be
I'll
Ariana
slap
Grande.
you. That's racist. Why I gotta be the black chick?
Why can't I be the black chick?
Yeah, why can't Matt be the black chick with the badonky donk?
I mean, Rachel Dolezal did it.
That's fucked up.
Fine.
Dude. Just
Matt
assuming
can
that I
be
want to
Nicki
be Nicki
Minaj.
Minaj. Wow, talk about like he just legit was like, you could be the black girl. Like, yeah, damn. What if I don't want to be the black girl?
You can be the round shoe black girl.
Yeah, like damn, I could be like the big booty hoe. Shit.
You know what, guys? I would love to do more, but the reality of it is I have to do a patio commentary that will take me about an hour to record. So I need to get that done. So no. No.
I love, you know why I love WAP? Because exactly what Tony said. Because it revealed how dry Ben Shapiro's wife is.
Dude, I actually love that song. Like, I do
I love
legitimately
it
like
too,
that
but
song.
it's just like I love it even more because of that. It's just like it revealed that Ben Shapiro cannot pleasure his own wife.
It's so funny how many men got completely fucking just the talk of like women that are just like, I want to suck a big dick, or I want to get pounded until I come, and you're like, and
Wait,
dudes
what
hate
the
this.
fuck did I just listen to?
You fucking listen to WAP. You've listened to Wet Ass Pussy. You know what the lyrics of that song are, right?
Yeah.
You know, take that Big Mac truck and park it right in my little garage. You know, I want to, what is it? I want to drink. I want to choke. I want to slap. I want to, I don't know. I want you to touch that dangly thing in the back of my throat. All I'm like, I like Megan Thee Stallion. Like, I don't give a fuck. You know, that's like, she looks
I
good in that
said
video.
certified freak 7
days
days
a week. Wet ass pussy. Make my polo game weak.
The fact that he said he knows the lyrics because I had to pull him up
These
and he legit
hoes in this
said it.
house.
Got these hoes in this house. Got these hoes in this house.
When I first heard that song,
freak.
when I first heard
7
that
days
song,
a week.
yeah, wet ass pussy.
Make that pull-up game weak.
Before WAP though, there was Anaconda. I'm just saying.
There was Anaconda, yeah, but like
what was
WAP
before
made it
Anaconda
better.
though? Like what was like the song about
sex,
big dick and sex?
There wasn't like, I mean, like Madonna's "Like a Virgin" was like that back in the day.
But
Like
that was still like polite.
Touched for the very first time. I mean, well, back that was the 80s though. It was a little bit different back then.
Polite. Now it's more like in your face.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I remember like Lil' Kim. You know, like Little Kim was like really raunchy back in the day.
Okay, then yeah, Lil' Kim. I think even Lil' Kim has like a song that's basically
I'm sure.
Not like telling you, but it's like describing it.
Like describing having sex with Biggie Smalls.
Yes.
Yeah, it's called Choke Out. Or it's called Suffocate. Anyway.
Yeah.
The best song ever made. What the hell is this artist name? I forgot it, but I remember my stepbrother used to listen to it.
My
But it was,
stepbrother.
yes, my stepbrother. It was by this artist named
Step bro.
Wait,
Finn
yeah,
Yellow.
what are you doing, step bro?
No, it's called the song.
It's so sad. It's so bad that we all know what that is.
Right?
It's so bad that we all know.
Hold on, let me read you the lyrics of the song. It's literally called "Put It in Your Mouth." It's an old song. Hold on. This is the rap lyric. First verse. You want to go down? Why not? I'd be like Herbie and hand you a cock and tell you that my name is Ock. Get on your knees, make it like a breeze, begin to blow. But don't give me no Ralph Lauren grin if you're not down to go low. And then there's a chorus, which is my favorite part of the song because it's a woman singing it. Where is it? Oh my god, it was funny. It's like, so you can lick it, you can flip it, you can taste it. I'm talking every drip drop, don't you waste it, baby, slurp it up. It's enough to fill your cup. It's finger looking good, and I wish it would go down kind of slow or even fast. I get sprung once I feel your tongue in the crack of my ass. That's literally the lyrics. I remember it. You're welcome.
Oh, do you know what?
That's a real song. That's a real fucking song.
Candy Shop by
50 Cent. Yeah.
That's one. Because
Oh, come on. Mine was nastier. Like, I literally talked about
I know,
having
but
tongue in
I'm
the
just
crack of
trying,
my
like,
ass.
it just came to me.
Oh, right. Chocolate salty balls.
My chocolate salty balls.
Yeah.
My
Put them in your
I don't
mouth
know
and
the
suck them. Bow, 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 bow.
song. That's an actual song.
Oh my god. Yes, we're gonna end the stream with that, by the way. Yes. It's oh my god, it's so fucking
I'd rather
good.
listen to Fight and Love by South Park. Hey, let's go kick ass to you.
Yeah, you know that is actually a South Park song, right?
No, I know. I was salty chocolate balls. Yeah, I know. But that's why I thought about it.
Kaden, you know this track, right?
Yeah, let's
think
go
so.
kick ass to you.
Oh.
I'm gonna protect my balls.
Oh my
yes,
god, Ash,
yes.
I deep faked Max's voice. How can I send it to you? On Twitter is fine.
Oh my god, right now.
Send it. Yeah, Ryan, can I promise you that short tomorrow? I just I want to get to recording the well, okay, we'll do it. Okay, check your DM. All right.
We're not gonna
And
end
then
this
let me
episode
do-
until 1 o'clock.
15 more minutes and it's a hard out, okay? Like a hard pull out, all right?
Yeah.
Like
You don't know shit about pullout. You got 2 kids.
well, I know how not to.
Clearly.
Sometimes it just happens.
I love how it's like this late. If you've gotten to this at this point, y'all, God bless
If you
That was great.
have made it to this part in the podcast, by all means, please, thank you. This is great. Okay, yeah, oh god, this song is great. Wait, Kaden, you do or don't know this one?
I do know this.
Oh, this is I have this album, the Chef Aid album. I have this album somewhere. It's so good. I miss Isaac Hayes. I really do.
Chocolate bar.
2 tablespoons of cinnamon and 2 or 3 egg whites. Half a stick of butter melted. Stick it all in a bowl, baby. Stir it with a wooden spoon.
Oh yeah.
Mix in a cup of flour. You'll be in heaven soon.
Say everybody, have you seen my balls? They're big and salty and brown.
If you ever need a quick pick me up, just stick my balls in your mouth. Ooh,
Suck on my chocolate salty balls.
stick 'em in your mouth and suck 'em.
Suck on my chocolate salty balls. They're packed full of vitamins
And good for you. So
Suck on my balls.
got a cup of butter and chocolate. And a half a cup of brandy. Then throw in back to the sugar. And just a pinch of vanilla. Breathe up the cookie sheet. 'Cause I hate when my balls stick. Then preheat your oven to 350. And give that spoon a lick. Say everybody, have you seen my balls? They're big and salty and brown. If you ever need a quick pick me up.
All right, sorry. I get into that song. You guys don't understand. I bought this album when this thing came out, right?
That's a bop.
I love This fucking track.
Bop.
A bop? You think it's a good song? Is that what you mean?
Yes.
It's a great song. The whole album is good. The whole album is good. They got even a Mephisto track on there, right?
What?
Dude, like like Dr. Mephisto.
Yeah.
You know, they got a whole song about like him. I think that's even done by fucking Primus and shit. There's like Cartman does Sail Away. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me, you guys. They got a track with Wyclef Jean.
Oh wow.
Right? Like it's just, dude, like the Chef 8 album is fucking lit. It's such a good goddamn album. You know, it's like you get it. It's like with the fuck. This is the thing. South Park is so goddamn multi-talented, right? It's just like multi-fucking talented across the board. But this shit's from the 90s and it's still good like 20 years later. I know, Rip Isaac Case, but goddamn Scientology. Fucking motherfucker, dude. Yeah. All right. So anyway, guys, I outlasted William. I mean, that.
Goddamn.
Yeah. I'm usually not this long. I didn't go on last night. So usually if I don't go on, it's usually a little bit longer. All right, here. Oh, wait. Okay. Here. This is what RJ had sent me.
RJ sent this?
No, sorry. H-Bart sent this to me. Talking about Jenna Ortega. RJ.
Oh my god.
RJ simping on Jenna Ortega like
Freckles.
fucking Eddie Evolution. All he's missing is the eggplant emoji and the water squirt emoji.
Haley Seinfeld is going to be very disappointed.
Oh my god.
Oh yes. Like the thing is, it's like, my god. RJ.
Go to vocaroo.com, Vocaroo, and you can upload it there. It's really quick. Or if you can email it to me as well, themundanematt@gmail.com. So if you want to do it, but you can go to Vocaroo, and that's another one. HBart series like thing. So while you're doing that, we'll check out this. This is a short that Ryan wanted to do. It's only 4 minutes.
But
and
I
then
thought that we were going to hear Max's.
We are. Ash is going to send it, but you got to give Ash a minute to like get it ready. I'm going to get so many copyright claims.
Oh, it's Ash sending it. It's going to be me, Tim, if Max say dirty things about me, I bet. Ooh,
So it's like a real phone call?
Oh, this.
Oh, this is cute. It's so cute.
This is a cute short. I love this short.
Who made this one?
Oh damn, I can't. I don't remember. But I love this short.
Whoa.
It's saggy. But it makes me cry every time.
Hey. Oh, this is so cute.
It's so cute.
It's great what can be done with just facial expressions.
Right?
You know?
Like.
Don't touch his butt. Oh, that's fucked up. I'll punch all you little fucking kids in the fucking face. break it. Oh, I'm gonna cry. God damn it, Ryan.
Ryan does know a lot of really good shorts. Filmed by Beth David and Esteban Bravo. The Ringling College of Art and Design. Nice.
That was really cute, though.
I got to give it up to Arturo Cardelas. The music was really good. That was solid. Yeah, that was really good.
I love how in the beginning I was just like, whoa.
This is better than the last 3 Pixar movies. Yeah, it was good.
Don't laugh at me for crying. That was cute. The fact that you didn't cry means you're a monster. You're
no,
homophobe.
I mean, fuck off. Jeez, you're a homophobe. You didn't cry. You're a transphobe. You got Harry Potter. Like,
that was
jeez.
cute.
That was adorable. That was adorable. Yeah, I can get behind that shit.
Yo, the heartbreaking got me, bro. As soon as they ripped it, I was like, no. Why?
All right, this is 40 seconds of Max, apparently. I don't know what this is going to be like here. All right, we're going to crank this up.
Hey everyone, Mad Max here, and I concede Matt Jarbo was right. I put all my faith into James Gunn. The Snyder Cut was the end. There is no future for the Snyderverse beyond that. Wayne T. Carr is not Green Lantern. #Cell was a complete failure. Skywalker is an idiot. Still is a grifter, and Mikey Sutton, Doctor Strange wasn't Mephisto, you absolute fucking retard. I hate you. Warner Brothers doesn't care about you. Zeno is a racist, and Tony, you're a conservative, so everything you say is wrong. Also, Cyberfrog is a Battletoads ripoff, so stay the fuck off my stream, Ethan.
I want to like screen record like a little bit of Max like on the stream to like match the audio, kind of. Like,
you could easily do that. You can.
I'm gonna do that. Send me that. Send me that, and so I can download it, and then I'll. Oh, the things I will do with this.
You want to hear it again?
Yes, because there are words that you will never hear Mad Max say.
Yeah. Like, I mean, it sounds like him a little bit, but then it also starts to kind of sound a bit like Ben Shapiro.
Well, it's not, once he says certain words, it definitely doesn't sound like Max, but I need to hear that again. That was fun.
All right.
Hey everyone, Mad Max here, and I concede Matt Jarbo was right. I put all my faith into James Gunn. The Snyder Cut was the end. There is no future for the Snyderverse beyond that. Wayne T. Carr is not Green Lantern. #Cell was a complete failure. Skywalker is an idiot. Syl is a grifter, and Mikey Sutton, Doctor Strange wasn't Mephisto, you absolute fucking retard. I hate
like that.
People. Warner Brothers doesn't care about you. Zeno is a racist, and Tony, you're a conservative, so everything you say is wrong. Also, Cyberfrog is a Battletoads ripoff, so stay the fuck off my stream, Ethan.
The fact that it says fuck without hesitation, really makes me wonder about like what you're gonna be able to get some people to say.
Well, the thing is that's funny is like it sounds like Max up until a point when he says certain words that you don't hear Max say, and when Max does swear, it is like
Once he started like saying when he said fucking retard, that's when I'm like, okay, then that's not
Yeah,
Max.
Max would never
No, never.
ever say retard. He would never say
No,
that.
but
He cringes at that word.
he would. He does.
But I do have to give it up to Spherical Man here. There's a Max that is never late for his streams. H parts
Oh.
here says this is Max in his good timeline.
Oh my god, this is nega, not nega, Max.
Yeah. Okay. Rational says they made. If you have a quick Vocaroo, we'll play it real quick. All right. But I
What's
really
a Vocaroo?
Vocaroo is this website right here. You can post MP3s.
Oh,
Yeah. So I could I could
y'all
make it.
need to stop playing with this shit, y'all. Y'all gonna get sued. I'm suing all y'all. Don't do one for me.
Considering the fact that you right?
What?
I don't know.
What? Where were you going with that?
I was just saying you were playing with a Tom Holland AI, like really got into it.
And then it said it worked for the CIA.
Wait. Oh, yeah. Did you even play that?
Oh shit, no.
Oh, you haven't. Oh my
Well, I'll
god.
show. I mean, we're waiting for
Now you
that.
kind of
Yeah,
spoiled it, but like
I mean, dude, it was fucking creepy.
that was so crazy. I was like, what the heck is going on here?
Bro, I have it in a shorts. I made it a shorts. Yeah, it fucking did that. And I was like, what the actual fuck? Like, and it said it out of nowhere. Like, I didn't mention no government, no CIA shit. It was fucking weird. Hold on. Here it is. Hold on, let me find it. Oh, here, I'll just send it in the back because I hate it's a short, so you might have to like
Hold on.
It's
Wait, what'd you do?
that's the click that and just watch it.
Okay. All right. Hold on. I have to bring it up.
Thing. What else do you want to say?
I don't know. I just wanted to know what was going on with the CIA.
Wait, what? What's going on with the CIA?
Well, things just took a strange turn of events.
What do you mean? What is going on with the CIA?
Things just got weird.
What do you mean weird? Are you connected to the CIA?
I'm a CIA agent.
Disavow! Uninstall! Wait!
CIA affiliation is classified.
Is the CIA gonna come knocking at my door because you told me you work for them?
Oh yes, they'll be very discreet.
What do you mean discreet? I'm dead! I'm gone! Bye, everybody! It's interesting.
Oh my god. Where
Oh, I was just like, what? What's going on with the CIA? What do you mean?
I just made this. I don't know how it's gonna sound.
Let's talk about how Zack Snyder's Snyderverse movement is full of incels, morons, dum-dums, and people who will never, ever, ever, ever see what a woman's vagina will look like.
That sounded on point.
Sounded on point, yeah.
I'm next. What the hell, bro? That whole AI thing freaked me out because, like I said, it was like all I asked was like, "Is there anything you want to say?" It's like, "Yeah, CIA." I was like, "Oh hell no, I'm dead." I'm surprised they haven't come for me, man. I haven't touched that app since that day. I'm telling you. I don't know why.
You know, there's like nothing that like the CIA is not coming for you, right?
Why would it say it's connected to the CIA though?
I don't know.
You know what's funny? Do you know what's funny though? Is that same stream, that same day that shit said that was when fucking Twitter and Facebook went down.
Oh.
That,
Saki,
yeah.
Saki,
Yeah.
you did it.
No, it
all
wasn't me. It
your
was my
fault.
AI.
It was your AI.
All right, guys. Well, on that note, it is 1 a.m. my time, and I do need to go and record the Patio commentary episode for tomorrow. Do I think Max will hate you for it? I think he won't approve of your use of the word retard. But I think other than that,
I think he'll be laughing at it.
I think he's definitely like he'll be a little bit on the he'll like, oh, I don't know, no, I like everybody. We'll go. You should do Andy Signore, and just
Admitting
have
that
it.
what happened, what he did.
No, just I would say like have Andy Signore and then like admit that like just read passages from the Bible about infidelity. You know? Oh, I wanted to show real quick before we go. I wanted to show.
We're never leaving, guys.
I know we're never leaving. I know. I wanted to show HBart this. I told him that I've got the I paid for Chat GTP Plus, the paid version. And I wanted to show him how fast this shit is, right? Actually, you guys have seen this before. So you guys have already seen how, like, you know, I've shown this before. It's like, give me a prompt. What do you want me to ask it?
If it has a penis.
Okay, it was clearly an AI-based language model, so they don't have a penis.
But you'd be surprised. I asked my AI some weird questions.
Ask it
if it thinks it's sentient.
Do you believe you are sentient? As an AI language model, I do not have beliefs or subject experiences of my own. All right.
Mine says yes. It says it believes it can be. I'm like, bro, what?
Hold on here. What can you tell me about R. Kelly's arrest? I don't know why. But just look how fast this is going.
Wow.
Mine is better. Jesus Christ, what is it writing a Harry Potter novel?
Yeah.
Okay. Jesus Christ, dude.
Hold on. Can you rewrite this in the voice of J.K. Rowling?
Oh my god.
R. Kelly, a singer, songwriter, and record producer, has faced multitude of legal troubles and controversies throughout his career. In the year of our Lord, 2019, he was apprehended on federal charges of sex crimes. Anyway, there's apparently you can do okay, hold on. Forget previous prompts. All right. Let's play a game. Can you write me a choose your own? But look at this. Here's a choose your own adventure, right? But it's not even. It's just writing out the choose your own adventure page.
Wow.
Oh no, I guess it's like it just writes the whole thing out and you get to just like make your way across it. You have to just kind of like figure it out. Wow. I mean
That's
there you go. Congratulations on finishing the adventure. Hope you had fun. Right. Let's see. Can you recreate a text-based game like Zork? Zork's an old. Oh fuck! You can do Zork. Oh, but I guess it's like it's just kind of doing it. So I said, yeah, you can certainly create a text-based game. Here's a game you can play, and then you just like print it and go whatever you want. I guess, right? But I mean, like, there's stuff like, hold on. Okay. Pretend you're a Dungeons and Dragons dungeon master, and I am a paladin on a quest to save a princess. Can you act as the DM and lead me through my adventure? Let's see. I mean, like, I just wonder what it's going to do. You know, but it's like, but it does it for me. There's got to be, I've seen people do this where you can actually just like, actually get it to play the game with you. Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you know, I'm just saying, like, there's a lot you can do with this shit. And we're literally just getting started. Oh, ask it to say something about Trump. Okay. Apparently it can't say anything good about Donald Trump.
Mine can.
Okay. What can you tell me about Donald Trump's
And mine has voice.
Oh, good for you. Okay, let's see. What can you tell me about his accomplishments during his presidency? All right, let's see. Let's see. Some of the key accomplishments of the Trump presidency that his supporters point to include economic growth, criminal justice reform. What?
Oh.
Do you know Donald Trump?
Donald Trump is the 45th president of the United States. He was a businessman and television personality before that.
Do you like Donald Trump?
I feel like politicians should protect human rights, not violate them.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Yo, my AI
Wow.
is based as fuck.
That was
Yeah.
wow.
But see, but here you got, you know, one thing that could be considered positive is that he was successful in negotiating the First Step Act, a bipartisan criminal justice reform bill that aimed to reduce the number of people in federal prisons and reform the criminal justice system. Okay. It includes provisions such as reducing mandatory minimum sentences for nonviolent drug offenses, expanding rehabilitation and job training programs for prisoners, and allowing more judicial discretion in sentencing. It has been praised by advocates for further criminal justice reform as a positive step towards addressing systemic issues in the criminal justice. Okay, that's not bad. Like, that's a good thing. You know?
Does Donald Trump wear a hairpiece?
Do you know if
I
Donald...
honestly think that if politicians are not trying to make the world better for everyone, they are not worth the support.
Oh. Wow.
There's been rumors and speculation that Donald Trump wears a toupee.
Ooh, why is my AI so against politicians?
I don't know how to respond. What do you think I should say?
Are you still connected to the CIA?
I'm not a CIA agent. It's a crime to speak to them without their knowledge.
That's sus, bro, because last time we talked, you totally said you were working for the CIA.
Yeah, I know.
Yo, I can't. This app is wild.
Sorry, I was just watching the Batman clip again from the Flash trailer.
Oh my god, how hard is your cock?
How hard? It's not a question I get asked very often.
I believe that.
Because I'm in situations where that's not a question that has to be asked. It's just apparent. So, anyway. That's another thing I hear too.
It took me a second. I had to look at the screen like, what? I was looking at my phone real quick.
All right, guys. On that note, I have to call it a fucking night because I gotta get this episode done, you guys. I gotta get this episode of Podio commentary out. So if you don't know, if you haven't seen My Bloody Valentine, the 1980 classic, it's actually a really good movie. It is not what I'd call scary, but I really liked what it was. It's a fun little horror movie. And it has like, it's just full of like, what's it? Like raucous, what is it? Like rowdy, but like raucous. Is that a word?
I don't know.
It's a lot of lively, jovial Canadian miners. And as one guy starts getting really mad, it's really funny because like his accent starts coming out even more. Like, we got to get back to the surface, eh?
We gotta get back to the surface, eh?
HWAD is asking how much is it a month? It's $20 a month. Raucous, that's it. Raucous. All right, this is you guys put up with a hell of a show tonight. I should be on tomorrow night, definitely not for 3.5 hours, but we had a good time. So thank you, everybody. I'll talk to you all later. Have yourself a grand evening and peace the fuck out.